The views and opinions expressed by Ryne, Menard, and John Little are those of the broadcaster and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of Pilot Point Independent School District or PilotPointBearcats.com. Any content or comments provided by our broadcast team is their opinion and is not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, individual, anyone, or anything. This broadcast of Pilot Point Bearcat football may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of PilotPointBearcats.com.
This is Pilot Point Bearcat football on PilotPointBearcats.com.
Another pass. This is out to Max Holler. He's going to catch it. He's going to make a man miss, and he's going to the 40. He has open field. He's going to take it all the way. 10-5, Max Holler.
Now to the booth with Ryne Menard and John Little.
We are live. Good evening, Bearcat fans. You're listening to Pilot Point Bearcat football on PilotPointBearcats.com. Welcome to this week's broadcast. This is the Custom Roofing and Construction pregame show. My name is Ryne Menard, and I'll be doing the play-by-play for tonight's matchup, where your Pilot Point Bearcats are opening the 2020 season with a home matchup versus the Plainview Indians from across the border in Ardmore, Oklahoma. Joining me on the broadcast today is Pilot Point alum John Little. John, thanks for joining us today, and I hope you're as excited as I am. Tell me what you're looking for today from the Bearcats and as they start their season versus a very challenging Plainview Indian squad.
Oh, Ryan, thanks. Good to be with you, buddy. Before we get started, as the Minister of 90s Bearcat football, I'd like to say thank you, buddy, because you did it all. You won the state championship back in 2009. That's something that we couldn't do. My teams in the 90s, we fell just short in the state semifinals, and for a while there, Pilot Point had a little stigma of not being able to get by the semifinal game. So congratulations to you, and on behalf of all former Bearcats, we appreciate what that 09 class did, and we're glad that that you finished your career as a senior winning a state championship. That's the ultimate goal for all these seniors.
Well, we were just trying to build upon what the foundation that had been laid in the years of Pilot Point tradition, so that's what we tried to do. We tried to build upon that and bring it back in a sense, and it's good to see that these Bearcats wearing the classic orange and black return to a bit of a way of more classic Pilot Point football, so that's good to see. Well, Pilot Point is looking to build off a strong 2019 season where they went 12-2 and won their first district championship since 2009 and found themselves in the Region 1 final. They had a rematch versus Brock, a district opponent, and unfortunately it didn't finish the way we'd like it to, but hey, that's the beautiful thing about high school football is there's always next year. So here we are with 6 returning starters on both offense and defense. Dave Campbell's Texas Football Magazine is Pilot Point ranked number 14 in their preseason 3A Division I rankings. So the Pilot Point players to watch today, we're going to have number 12, 5'11", 170-pound senior quarterback and defensive back, Max Holler. He was a playmaking wide receiver last year, and this year has added responsibility in making the transition over to quarterback. Watched him in the scrimmage against Crum, and he threw a good ball, and he has some playmaking receivers on the outside, and that leads me to my next player to watch. Number 5, Jay Cox, 6'3", 190-pound senior wide receiver. He's a big play threat. The defense is going to have to account for him whenever he's on the field. He was a touchdown machine in the scrimmage against Crum. I think he accounted for 5 scrimmages on the afternoon. On the defensive side of the ball, we have our defensive end, our bookends on the defensive line, number 1, Aiden Cox, and number 2, Troy Tincher. They're going to be tasked with setting the edge tonight and trying to provide a consistent pass rush when the Indians, who run a spread sort of offense, try to drop back to pass. So moving on to the Plainview Indians, 2019 recap, players to watch. Plainview Indians are also looking to build off a very successful 2019 campaign where they went 11-2 and lost in the Oklahoma 3A state championship game. Plainview graduated 21 players from the 2019 roster and have 14 returning players. Their players to watch, starting off with Morgan Pearson, 6'2", 195-pound sophomore receiver. Morgan is a two-sport athlete. He already has multiple Division I college football offers for receiver, and he has multiple Division I college baseball offers as a pitcher. He's a big kid out here. We've seen him in pregame, and he's got a lot of size and athleticism. So,
he sure does.
Number 19, Reese Taylor. He was a big play wide receiver for Plainview last year, and he's made the switch over to quarterback. He's got big shoes to fill from the guy who contributed from most of Plainview's offense last year, but he's got a lot of athleticism too back there and playing quarterback, so he'll going to be a main contributor. And their defense is anchored by number 32, Caden Pickens. He's going to be their middle linebacker. He's their impact player. High motor, runs sideline to sideline, and you're going to find him involved in most every tackle. He's a bit undersized, but as you see with a lot of players at this classification, a bit undersized, but what he lacks in size he makes up with in heart, and he's going to be a problem if the Bearcats can't get to him and put a body on him. So with those are your recaps and your players to watch, here are John Little's keys to victory for Pilot Point.
Ryne, let me also mention Joe Barker, number 77. I know he's going to be a guy that you're going to like throughout this game, as he's a true hog. He's got a wide base, really strong. I think he's a state powerlifting champion. He's a big kid, so keep your eyes on number 77. He's going to be nose tackle, and I believe right guard for Plainview. As far as my keys to the game, can you hear that, Ryne? That's my keys, buddy. Once you become a dad, you'll get these dad jokes like I've got.
Yeah, I've been working on it.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do to help you out there. But number 3 is just preparation. Due to COVID, there was no spring football. 7-on-7 was canceled in Texas. I'm not sure about Oklahoma's 7-on-7, so they may have an advantage if they were able to get some 7-on-7 in. But I think with COVID, we're really behind the 8 ball as far as conditioning and execution and discipline. So we're going to, throughout the game, we just look to see who's most disciplined, keeps the penalties down. That's going to be key. We got a bunch of two-way starters, a bunch of young guys. Both teams replacing 20-plus seniors. So it's going to be, evident throughout the game who's really prepared, who did the work during quarantine, home workouts, etc., to stay in shape, because we got a pretty hot evening. I think it was 100-something when I was driving over here. I think that the sun's going down now. It might not be that big of a factor, but I think, by the fourth quarter, that preparation is really going to show. That was the third, number 3 key to the game for me. Number 2, there you go, Ryne. Number 2 is who controls that second level. So I'm looking, I know you're a former lineman. Of course, the trenches are always important. But I'm looking at that second level, and what I saw from that number 32, Caden Pickens, that dude, he flies all over the football field, and he's that linebacker that we've got to neutralize. Otherwise, he's going to control the game, and he's going to put us in punting situations. So if we can control Caden Pickens, that's going to be huge. And then we've got to replace Connor Lynch on our side. So our new linebackers are going to have to step up and really perform, and they've got some guys that can stretch the field from sideline to sideline. So look for that. Whoever controls that second level, I think, is going to be the second key. And number 29's key number 1 to this game right here. And in the great words of the legendary George Jones, who's going to fill their shoes? Both teams, like I said, have graduated 20-plus seniors, so it's going to be imperative that some guys step up. Both teams got new quarterbacks. We got Max Holler replacing
Jacob Pitts.
Legend Jacob Pitts at QB for us, and then look for Aiden Cox and some other guys, maybe Aston Kirby, some other guys to step up and replace the Bruce brothers that we lost all of our rushing and passing production from those guys. Same thing for Plainview. They're replacing a multi-year quarterback. I think his name was Brock Parman, I believe. He had a lot of playoff experience, took them to the state championship, which they ultimately lost, but they made it to state last year. And then they also graduated Blake Now, who is their all-everything athlete, who is going to be playing for Gary Patterson on Saturdays. So we're going to keep our eyes on number 10, like you said, to replace Blake now. That's Morgan Pearson, and I think that guy, he's got a real high ceiling. He's a sophomore, big kid, 6'2", 200 pounds. We're going to have to neutralize that kid because he's a game breaker.
Yeah, you hit on something that I don't know how I didn't think about it as I'm sitting up here in the booth sweating. The heat can be a huge factor tonight. It was 105 when I was driving in. So, I looked at the temperature and know that, it's turf. I know we've come a long way since the old days of AstroTurf, but I'm sure it holds the heat a little more than our old natural grass here at Massey used to. So I want to talk to you about what sort of preparation did you go through in the summer to prepare yourself for the first Friday night of the fall?
And for me, it was different, right? We didn't have everybody around the Metroplex has a performance course or some sort of off-season program that's really regimented and really geared to get these guys ready for the football season. For us in the 90s, they basically gave us a workout program that we had to meet or exceed on our own, and it was kind of up to the seniors to lead that, and as a group try to get everybody to come up here on our own time during the summer and get it done. And then back then, a lot of us were trying to get as many odd jobs as we could, such as hauling hay. And if you hauled hay around here, it made you tough in the summer when it's 105 degrees and you're out there all day. So, it's a lot different than what these guys go through now. And then, of course, 2020 being like no other year that we've ever experienced in the pandemic, like I said, to me it's going to be evident who put the work in outside of anything their coaches were telling them, because they lost communication for the most part and really weren't allowed to be in touch with people and, keeping the 6 foot social distancing, etc. So, like I said, it's going to be evident who really put in the work and who didn't by the end of this game, I think.
That's right, I believe so as well. Some numbers going into tonight's game. This is believed to be Pilot Point's first matchup versus an out-of-state opponent. So that's a pretty exciting first here tonight.
Yes,
Coach David entering tonight has 98 career wins. So hopefully, 100 is going to be a big number of wins. So hopefully we can get one step closer to that triple-digit mark. And then the final number for tonight is in Pilot Point Bearcat home opener since 1930. Pilot Point is 46-17-3. That's a pretty impressive mark over the last 90 years to be over 500 and all that.
Yes, sir.
So that being said, that's going to wrap up our custom construction pregame show. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and then we should come back for the coin toss and the kickoff.
Justice Creek Art Studio, located on the north side of the Pilot Point Square, is the newest way to let your creativity flow. The owner, Sheila, a teacher of 15 years, can help you and your family's imagination roam free. Justice Creek Art Studio offers both adult and kids classes, in-studio pottery painting, private events, and even art-to-go kits for when you're on the go. Coming from an amateur artist, Sheila made the experience fun and easy. Classes book quick, so run on over to www.justicecreekartstudio.net to find the class for you, or swing on into the studio and meet our favorite artist yourself.
Russell PELZEL with Hometown Pharmacy has built a reputation on providing only excellent service and support to the Pilot Point community. You can depend on Hometown Pharmacy to deliver the best customer service along with a selection of quality healthcare products. When you use Hometown Pharmacy, you will work with a knowledgeable and understanding staff who will help you find the right products and solutions tailored to fit your lifestyle, as well as equipment that will integrate into your daily life. Contact Hometown Pharmacy at 940-686-0123. Advanced Care Veterinary Hospital, Pilot Point, has been caring for animals around the Pilot Point area for the past 30 years. Large and small pets can expect a quality experience unmatched by other clinics. Advanced Care Veterinary Hospital of Pilot Point offers all the services you expect from your veterinarian. They provide preventative care, which includes vaccinations, flea, tick, and heartworm prevention. They also provide sick animal care, surgical, and dental needs with their full-service lineup. Good luck to the Bearcats this season from Advanced Care Veterinary Hospital of Pilot Point, where pets are family. The Curtis and Holly Peacock family are proud supporters of Pilot Point ISD. The perseverance that our students have shown in these unprecedented times is a true reflection of what it means to be a Pilot Point Bearcat. The Peacocks want to wish all students in Pilot Point ISD a great 2021 school year and encourage them to continue to be an example to others. The Peacock family is always behind the Pilot Point Bearcats and Lady Cats. And remember, it is a great day to be a Pilot Point Bearcat.
I'm number 5, Jay Cox, and you're listening to Bearcat Football on PilotPointBearcats.com.
So we are back. The national anthem has been played. We are ready for kickoff here. Plainview Indians, they won the toss, and they deferred to the second half. So Pilot Point chose to receive the ball. So we're going to start off this 2020 season with the Bearcat offense taking the field, John.
Pilot Point looks good. They're in the all orange, white hats, numbers on the side. Look ready to play. Plainview's in all white, black helmets, red letters.
That is correct. So, well, the kickoff team and the kick is on the field for Plainview, and the kickoff return team is taking their position now. It's going to be teed up at the 40-yard line, kicking towards the scoreboard. So Pilot Point's going to take the ball, and they're going to be heading towards 377, towards the open end where the concession stand and the bathrooms are at. And kickoff is deep. It's going to get back to the 5-yard line, and it's going to be bobbled. And unfortunately, Jay Cox, he caught the ball, but he caught the ball at about the 8-yard line, and it immediately took him out of bounds. So Pilot Point's going to have it tough right off the bat. They're going to go 1st and 10 from their own 8-yard line.
Pearson, Jade might have been better to just let that go out of bounds and take the flag, or it might have went in the end zone and went through the end zone.
I would have definitely taken my chance there and tried to hope it went out of bounds, because if it goes out of bounds, you get the ball at the 35-yard line. So 35 is much better than the 8, but nothing we can do about it now. Pilot Point's offense is taking the field. Looks to be a 3-receiver set. Max Holler at quarterback with Ish Harris next to him. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left on the right hash. So takes the snap. Looks like it's going to be a quarterback keeper on the left side, and Max Holler's gotten to immediately, and it's going to be a 2-yard loss on the play.
Yeah, no room to run right there. Linebacker number 55 from Plainview was all over that. Looks like Plainview's coming out in the 4-3.
It looked to be a zone read type of look where Max Holler kept it, but there wasn't room even if he gave it to Ish. So Holler's ready to take the snap. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Takes a snap, sweep right. He keeps it up the middle, and he's going to get what he lost back, maybe 2 more. So it's going to be 3rd and I'd say 8 from the 10-yard line here for the Bearcats.
What do you think, Ryne? They're going to put it in the air for the first time here? They're going to play it safe?
I feel like you have to, but you're on 10-yard line, so you do take the risk. I don't know how good the special teams are, the deep snapper. So if you do take a sack or something like that, you're going to be snapping in your own end zone. But we'll see what they do. They have trips left. Max Holler is going to pass. He looks left. He goes down the seam. He has a receiver.
It looks like he was held.
So there was a little bit of tug on the jersey to number 8, Aston Kirby, right there. It wasn't a massive tug, but there was a tug. They're not going to call it incomplete pass, and it'll be 4th and 8 for the Bearcats.
Yeah, it was just enough of a grab on his jersey to slow him down and mess up the timing of the route. Otherwise, that might have been a big gainer.
Sure, I agree. I don't know if it was enough to throw him off physically, but the being hit like that, it kind of probably jostled him mentally.
I don't know if either fan base would have been upset with the penalty call. It certainly could have been called interference.
So Aiden Cox, the punter, standing at his own goal line, ready to receive the snap. Motion left to right.
Looks like
snap's good, and we're going to get the kickoff. It's a good punt down the center. It's going to, up back. Who's going to receive it? Let it go. It's going to bounce. It's taking a Pilot Point roll. And it's going to get to the Bearcat 49-yard line. So Plainview is going to get the ball 1st and 10 already in Pilot Point Bearcat territory.
For the best Mexican food experience, visit Uncle Beto's Mexican Restaurant on the corner of Liberty Street and Highway 377 in Pilot Point. Uncle Beto's offers the freshest and most authentic flavors that you can only find in the best Mexican cuisine. Dine in, or if you prefer curbside service, call Uncle Beto's at 940-686-0143 and order your food to go. Be sure to make Uncle Beto's a part of your game night routine, either before the game or up until 10 p.m. on game night. Uncle Beto's is ready to serve all you hungry football fans. Uncle Beto's is a family-owned and operated business proudly supporting the Pilot Point Bearcats.
Tritex Grass is DFW's first choice for landscapers, golf courses, sports venues, as well as residential and commercial clients by providing and installing high-quality turf grasses. Tritex stays on the cutting edge of technology and production in order to provide you with the best new grass varieties to suit the North Texas climate. With farms located throughout the state, Tritex offers multiple types of turf and grass to fit any need. Tritex Grass is the official grass provider for the Texas High School Baseball Coaches Association. Call Tritex now at 888-221-0422 and determine the right turf grass for you. In 2014, Uppercut Granite was founded with the mission to provide the highest quality fabrication and installation services to home builders, homeowners, and commercial contractors in the DFW and southern Oklahoma areas. With more than 50 years of combined experience in the countertop fabrication industry, the partners of Uppercut Granite possess the skills and expertise necessary to complete even the most difficult projects. Visit Uppercut Granite showroom at 1235 JC Lane in Pilot Point, Texas, or call 940-765-3525 to schedule an appointment. Go Bearcats!
Located in Pilot Point, Texas, the Chandler family has been making custom cabinets for over 40 years. As a team, Chandler Cabinets is committed to designing and building the perfect cabinets for you. They will make the process comfortable and stress-free by personally guaranteeing a superior product built on the standard of superior craftsmanship and immaculate customer satisfaction. From concept to completion, perfect form and function. Chandler Cabinets is an award-winning company with a reputation for consistent innovation at the highest level of design. You can find more information on Chandler Cabinets at chandlercabinets.net or on their Facebook page, Chandler Cabinets. Chandler Cabinets, 40 years of excellence.
I'm number 12, Max Holler, and you are listening to Bearcat Football on PilotPointBearcats.com.
So this is the first offensive drive for the year for Plainview, so hopefully our defense can stand strong. One thing I noticed about the scrimmage is we run that classic Pilot Point defense where there's so many guys so close to the line of scrimmage that it worked a lot for us in the scrimmage, but there was a time or two that everybody was playing so close to the ball that once the ball broke the line, it was kind of gone from there. Plainview comes in line, and they look like they're in a shotgun motion left to right, and the snap is delayed. It's on the ground. It looks like there's going to be a false start call on Plainview.
Looks like they whistled it dead prior to the snap. Otherwise, we would have got a fumble there.
The snap came late, and then it trickled back. It was on the ground. I guess the lineman moved before the snap moved. So that is going to be our first penalty of the game. That's an Advanced Care Vet Hospital penalty, and it is a 5-yard false start for the Plainview Indians. So now that moves the ball back into their own territory, so it's going to be 1st and 15 from the Indian 46-yard line.
That was one of those early season execution issues that could have really cost them there. If that would have counted, we would have got the fumble.
You have all off season to work on your first play. It's like, all right, no running back next to the quarterback, but he does motion
Same
left
play,
to right.
right.
It's going to be a jet sweep that the quarterback keeps it, and he's going to get up to the original, just a 4-yard gain there on 1st and 15. So we're going to have 2nd and 11 for the Plainview Indians at the 49-yard line of the Plainview Indians.
That's a nice job by Jay Cox coming up there and filling the hole and making that tackle.
I talked to Coach Morris earlier today and talked to him about the defense, and he's, I know Jay Cox is going to be a big-time contributor on offense, but when I asked him about the defense, that's one of the first names he said as well, was who's going to be a big-time impact player on defense, and he said Jay Cox is going to be at.
Yeah, it looks like he's everywhere. He's going to be a good player this year.
So the Indians come out in a pistols formation with a fullback to the left of the quarterback, a running back right behind him to his right, 2 receivers right. Takes a snap, gives it to the dive back. We had some contact on him at the line of scrimmage, but he was able to squeeze through, and he was able to get it to the Bearcat 46-yard line. So we're going to look at about 3rd and 7 here. And this is a big first 3rd down for the Bearcats.
Yeah, watch him go into number 10 here, Ryne. I think he's going to be their big play guy. He's running in the play here to Reese Taylor, number 19, quarterback for Plainview, who's waiting on the call.
Play the motion that they were faking it to, so maybe that's an action.
Set something up there.
Yeah, we're going to have a shotgun formation. Number 10 is down here on the short side of the field, and he's in motion left to right. And they do hand it to him on the jet sweep. We're not able to set the edge. He turns up, and he's going to get just past the first down marker, plus about 5 yards. So that was going to be about a 13-yard carry on 3rd and 8. So that is a first down for the Plainview Indians into Pilot Point territory. that was something I said before the game, is the defense were going to have to set the edge on that sort of jet sweep type motion, and there they just couldn't get the edge set, allowed them to get to the outside.
Yeah, that was key. If we would have stopped him there, we could have flipped his field position a little bit. But
now it doesn't look like you're going to be able to force a punt either, so this area is either going to be field goals or 4-down territory. So Plainview lines up, shotgun, 2 receivers left, 1 right, and they're going to fake it off, and the quarterback going to try to run right up the middle, and he's going to get about 2.5 yards on the first carry. So it's going to be 2nd and 8, 2nd and long 7 for the Plainview Indians here on the Pilot Point 31-yard line.
It's going to be 2nd down and 7.
2nd down and 7. This is a big couple of downs right here early in the game.
Yeah, we hadn't, besides that one jet sweep, which we got to watch for, because that's their athlete, number 10, who they try to give it to get him on the outside. There's not been a ton of room up the middle, but, they just haven't been able to get the guy down with first contact. So if we can start getting that, we can start getting some of these no gains.
Yeah.
He needs to take the snap, and there's going to be motion before the snap. It looks like, again, we have another advanced care vet hospital penalty on Plainview, and that'll be another false start for him. So that's 2 false start penalties on the drive, and that's going to put him at about 2nd and 12.
Hey, Ryne, I want to remind everybody, we're audio only, right? We were having video issues.
We are audio only. We're having video issues when we are going to our MP3s, so we are not.
So I know everybody's hitting up the tech support help desk on that, but we're audio only, folks.
Yeah. Beginning of the season, we're going to have some technical glitches like that, but we're going to work through them. Plainview on the 2nd and 12, motion left to right in the shotgun snap, and it is going to be handoff. It's a reverse, a fumble reverse,
yes,
ball on the ground.
fumble.
Pilot Point recovered it, and it is number 2, Troy Tincher picks up the fumble. They were trying to run that jet sweep with a reverse, and the connection, the handoff on the reverse didn't go well. Ball's on the ground. Pilot Point Bearcats recover, and Pilot Point's going to get the ball with much better field position than they got originally.
Yeah, I think Plainview tried to get a little bit too cute right there. Try to run a double reverse, whatever. Maybe a pass after that, who knows? But
I think there was room there if they could have got the handoff. I want to remind everybody that the title sponsor for the broadcast is going to be Speed of Light Broadband. They actually hooked up Wi-Fi here in the press box for us to bring you the games like this. So thanks to Speed of Light Broadband. So Max Holler has Ish Harris next to him in the shotgun, trips right, takes the snap. Snap goes through his hands. He's able to get onto it, but that's not how you want to capitalize on a turnover.
No. Typically, you want to try to take a shot right back at the opponent, but in that case, the snap was a little bit high, went through his hands, and it looks like we lost, 10 yards or so?
12, looks like 12 maybe there. It's just unfortunate because the snap was a bit high and a bit to the right, but it did go through his hands. It just came quick on him for it to not be right in the breadbasket. Every play starts with a snap here. So another bad snap goes through his legs. He's able to get on this one and roll out. He's got some room to make a play. He's going to run, and he gets pushed out at about the 28. So it's really going to be a 1-yard loss on a play where it could have been much worse. So we were lucky to make it 1. But that's 2 snaps that weren't great, but they weren't awful either. But
it looked like Max wasn't exactly ready for that one. So maybe that was a misread by the center, but he did make the most out of it to just get back to the line of scrimmage, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so it's going to be, 3rd and 22. It looks to be. So Bearcats are lining up with trips left. Ish Harris next to Max Holler, and they're going to run a quarterback draw right up the middle for a 1-yard gain, and it's going to be 4th and 21, and I'm expecting a punt here.
That was a nice tackle by, looks like 73 there. Defensive tackle for Plainview to get him off the field.
So there's a penalty on the play against Plainview here on 4th and 20 when Pilot Point was lined up to punt. It looks like it's just going to be an encroachment penalty. These pre-snap penalties for Plainview, they hadn't cost them yet, really, but we'll see what happens through the course of the game. But now we're lined up to punt, and back at it. Pilot Point had a punt. It went pretty far, and then the Indians held, so Plainview's going to start the ball 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line. So let's hope Pilot Point can make a play here.
Yeah, we've got field position flip, so this is going to be big.
Oh, man. So it was a fake handoff. We wrapped up the guy as he was trying to get the handoff. The quarterback pocketed it. But in the end of the day, Pilot Point's going to tackle him at his own 5. So it looks like it's going to be a 3-yard loss on 1st and 10. So it'll be 2nd and 13 at their own 5-yard line. Good play by the Bearcats
Absolutely.
there.
Nice gang tackle on the outside. Looked like Aston Kirby, Aiden Cox, and a host of others.
So the Bearcats not huddling. They look over for the defensive calls. Plainview still huddles. The pop-on offense, that's another thing they don't do. They don't really huddle. So they all look at the offense, the sideline to get their calls. And so the Bearcats are ready on one knee, clapping, ready for this 2nd and 14 from the 5-yard line for Plainview. Let's try to get in the backfield and cause some more trouble. Plainview's lined up in shotgun with trips to the wide side of the field and one receiver to the top side. Snap, pass. It's looking down to the seam for their
number 10.
physical receiver. Oh man, it was a poor. Oh my goodness, it was a poorly thrown ball, and the referee threw a pass interference call on who I believe is going to be the corner. But
There are 2 penalty flags on the play.
there's 2 penalty flags on the play. Maybe there can be offsetting because we know this is going to be a pass interference, even though I think it's kind of a poor call.
Yeah, Ish Harris had that played perfectly. It just went through his hands. We almost had an interception there.
Yeah.
It was a late flag.
We're looking to see what the coaches are calling here. The coaches are conferring with the referees, and they're looking to make a call. I guess it's still early season for them as well, so we've not gotten any information relayed to us.
It's another advanced care vet hospital penalty. There's been plenty of those in this first
They're actually
quarter.
calling, well, that's, hey, good news there.
Okay,
2
top
penalties
line.
on Plainview. One, we had an offensive pass interference, which didn't make sense when I thought they were calling on the defense,
I did
but
too.
it was called on the offense. That penalty is declined, but they did get a personal foul chop block penalty, and I think they, Pilot Point, no, they took that one, so it's going to be 2nd and 10. Well, what did they do? They declined both. So it's going to be 3rd and 13 from the 5-yard line here. They declined both penalties because there wasn't really much yardage to be had there. So another big Pilot Point 3rd down here. Let's see if we can get a stop here.
3rd down for the Indians.
5:31 and counting here in the first quarter. Not much offense to be had on either side. But, 1 turnover from Plainview on a fumbled reverse, and Pilot Point just had a few punts, but here comes Plainview. They're in the shotgun. 1 receiver to the wide side, 2 receivers to the top, an H-back and a running back. Quarterback takes a snap, drops back to pass. He's looking right, a little wheel action. He throws the wheel, and there's some contact there, but it looks like they're going to let it go because it was a poorly thrown football. Aston Kirby on the coverage along with number 15, Avery Smith, and that's going to be a 4th and 14 from about the 4.5, 5-yard line for Plainview. John, you rush the punt here, or you just let it come to you because you know you're going to get good field position?
Yeah. I'll probably set up a return here, to be honest with you. I'd still like the field position, but I wouldn't want to have a roughing the punter penalty or anything to bail them out of the situation because they got 4th and long.
Yeah, there was another penalty, advanced care vet penalty there on Plainview, but it was declined. It was an illegal man downfield, but with the incomplete pass, it didn't matter. So we do have 4th down, and Plainview's lined up. It's a tight formation for a punt. I guess they don't have a reliable deep snapper, so the punter is only about 6 yards deep, maybe. So I'm not big into necessarily rushing the punter, but when he's only 6 yards deep, well, now they're motioning 10, their playmaker into punt. He's a little deeper,
he's got a good
and
leg, though.
he does punt the ball, and it's a decent punt, and we had nobody back to return it, which is a bit. Okay, I didn't recognize that, but okay, Pilot Point's going to get the ball 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
2020 has been a roller coaster of a year, but there's one thing I know that brings Pilot Point together better than anything, and that's Bearcat football and high school sports. Hi, I'm Realtor Travis Eyrick with Eyrick Real Estate. My family has lived in Pilot Point for over 100 years, so we know the area and love the community. If you have any real estate needs, please contact me or find me on Facebook. I look forward to working with you. Go Bearcats!
Life beyond the big city requires a SIX+Mango equipment Frisco can-do attitude. Couple that along with a Kubota L-Series tractor, the #1 selling compact tractor in America, and you'll have the versatility and power to hook up to as many attachments needed to get the job done right. Stop by today or go to SIX+Mango.com, that's 6 spelled out, to see the full Kubota tractor line. Ask for Champ Walker. He'll be happy to help you with your next purchase. SIX+Mango Equipment and Kubota, they never miss an opportunity. For your equipment, call Champ Walker at 972-979-4261.
PELZEL Barbershop and Salon and Southern Junkies has been home of the Bearcats since 1973. Whether you are looking for a classic crew cut or the perfect game day outfit, we have you covered. We carry a few fan favorite brands including Hey Dude Shoes, Judy Blue Jeans, Z Supply Clothing, and Orleans Candle Company. Come check us out on the north side of the square in downtown Paula Point or online at www.southernjunkies.com, and that is junkies with a Z. And don't forget, go Bearcats!
Connect your life to the world with Speed of Light broadband. In the age of information, the internet is no longer a convenience or luxury. It is an essential element of the human experience. The internet has changed the way we think about and interact with the world. At Speed of Light Broadband, we unite communities to this universe of information through fixed, high-speed wireless broadband connections. Speed of Light Broadband's internet service is faster and more reliable than DSL or satellite connections. Speed of Light Broadband. We bring your home and your community into the digital future.
I'm Kennedy Chandler, and you're listening to Bearcat Football on PilotPointBearcats.com.
So good field position again. There was no Trent Trubenbach Realty punt return there for the Bearcats.
Yeah, we had junior Avery Smith back there to return the punt at first. Looks like the coaches called him up thinking they might be faking when they motioned their number 10 playmaker back there in the backfield, but he's their kicker as well, number 10, so he does it all.
Well, that was a good point because, with the original formation, we lined up to return a punt, but when they changed formations, I think better be safe than sorry. And hey, your own 42-yard line isn't the worst place you could be.
Nope,
so here we go. Let's see if we can get something figured out on offense. Against Crum in the scrimmage, we looked pretty good. Let's see if we can get it going. Max Holler on shotgun with two backs, two receivers right, one to the left. Rolled out left, and he's gonna throw the ball, and it is completed for a first down. They called it incomplete. I thought Aiden Cox there was going to be able to. I thought he scooped that off the ground, but the referees saw it a little different than I did, so that's going to be a incomplete pass there. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 42-yard line for Pilot Point. That incomplete pass. Clock has been stopped here recently with a few incompletions and a punt. 5:11 remaining in the first quarter. Score is still 0-0, and that's a Laura Bradley scoreboard check. Max Holler takes a snap on 2nd down, rolls right, has a couple men open.
We're not getting through to anybody. He said we started a new field. We need to get back on the
4 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first quarter. It is still 0-0. Pilot Point does have the ball. Apparently there was just an offensive pass interference called on Pilot Point. I didn't get to see it. I've heard some groaning in the stands that it was a poor call. But we are looking at 1st and 25, it looks like, with a 15-yard advanced care vet hospital penalty. So, not a whole lot in your playbook for 1st and 25, so at least it's 1st and 25 and not 3rd and 25. Let's
absolutely
try to get, chip away, maybe get 10, 12 yards here, 10, 12 yards there, and next thing you know, you're at 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. But
now they're marking it back off in our favor here. I don't know.
And it looks like we are on the air, and I don't know if there was a change in heart by the referees. I don't know exactly what's going on, but what apparently was a pass interference in the offense and was originally marked off 15 yards
I like where he's going with the
has
football.
now been walked up to a minus 5-yard penalty, and who knows at this point. So it's going to be 1st down, and I don't know why they marked it. Looks like 14 yards, 1st and 14 for the Bearcats.
Hey, it's first game of the season for the referees.
Everybody's having issues, guys. It's 2020. So here we go. Max Holler is in the pistol with a running back to his left and one behind him. It's going to be a fake handoff, roll out right type bootleg. He's got some openings, but he's going to run. He turns up, gets a block from number 2, gets up to the 30, spin move. He's going to get up to the 28-yard line. So that's going to be a 1st down. It's an Irish Real Estate 1st down, and that was a 16-yard run for Max Holler there. Number 2, Troy Tincher, who picked up the fumble earlier, set up a key block to allow the 1st down.
It's a great block.
So we got an Irish Real Estate 1st down for the Bearcats lined up under center here. Two receivers left, takes a snap. They're going to hand it right up to Ish Harris, who's going to be met after about a 1-yard gain. We were trying to go quick. I don't know if we were trying to catch some people out of position or what, but it didn't really work for us.
Coach David is fired up. He wanted the Bearcats lined up, and he wanted that thing snapped as fast as possible.
It's one thing we brought back this year. We do take some snaps under center, so that's interesting to bring that back. But here we are. We're in a shotgun formation. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Max Holler back to pass, looking left. He has some
Plenty
guys
time.
open. He hits a guy
There it
coming
is.
across, and it's going to be in the Point Bank red zone,
Yes,
and a
sir.
touchdown for number 1, Aiden Cox. So Max Holler to Aiden Cox. He catches the ball. He's able to work his way across. There just were no defenders there really looking to make a tackle. Gets his way in the end zone for a PELZEL Printing Pilot Point touchdown. What'd you see there?
Oh, we'd love to see it. He had plenty of time, stepped up in the pocket, delivered a strike right between the numbers.
Right in stride.
And then Aiden did a little bit of work. He kind of broke one little tackle at the end. But
So we use a swinging gate, snap it straight to the up back. He's going to pitch it out to
Pitch,
Holler.
get to
Holler's
that
going to get
corner.
to the corner.
He got
It
it.
looks like he got the corner.
sir.
So the Knicks Italian extra point attempt is good. It was out of the swinging gate. It's kind of a speed option right. And we're going to have a Pilot Point Bearcat lead today. So with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter, it's your Pilot Point Bearcats 8, Plainview, Oklahoma Indians 0. And that's the Laura Bradley scoreboard check.
Hey Bearcat fans, this is Coach Marsh. I know that whenever practice is over and I get home late, the first place I think of is Nick's Italian. You can go to Nick's Italian or you can call it at 940-686-2520. Get great quality food at a great price, not to mention the friendly service that you receive from Nick and his staff. Next time you're hungry and you don't feel like dragging out all those pots and pans and trying to cook for a family of 6, call Nick's Italian and they'll take care of you. Nick's has been family owned and operated since 2003. You can find the restaurant at 1340 South Highway 377 in Pilot Point, Texas. Support a veteran-owned business in Nick's Italian. Go Bearcats.
Hi, I'm Chance Kirby, the broker at IRIC Real Estate. For 68 years, IRIC Real Estate has been serving Pilot Point and the North Central Texas area. At IRIC Real Estate, we understand that each client has their own unique needs. That is why we have 8 realtors on staff to meet those needs. Be it buying or selling, residential, commercial, or farm and ranch, we have a realtor ready to work with you. Don't let just anyone handle the single largest investment that your family may ever make. Trust that process to a local office that knows the area and will handle your transaction ethically and responsibly. You can find IRIC Real Estate at pilotpoint.com or feel free to call me directly at 940-300-6900. IRIC Real Estate, serving the area since 1952.
Point Bank is proud to support the Pilot Point Bearcats 2020 football season. Open your real free checking account with Point Bank and show your Bearcat pride with a Point Bank school logo debit card, custom designed with the Pilot Point High School logo on the front. Visit pointbank.com to know more. Point Bank, your neighbors love us, you will too. Member FDIC.
Enjoy that old-time country feel at the Martin General Store, located in downtown Pilot Point on the historic Pilot Point Square. The best way to describe the general store is it has a little bit of everything, from Circle-Y candles to specialty jams, dressings, sauces, home decor, kitchen decor, goat's milk soap, jewelry, a large assortment of old-time candy, nostalgic toys and books, pet toys and treats, greeting cards and gift wrap. She also serves cold drinks, and last but not least, Beth Marie's ice cream. That's Martin General Store, a little bit of everything.
Hi, I'm Greg PELZEL. Here at PELZEL Printing, we do custom embroidery, custom screen printing, and promotional product. You can reach Greg PELZEL at 940-453-5443. Go Bearcats.
I'm Rindy Garrett, a varsity cheerleader, and you are listening to Bearcat Football on PilotPointBearcats.com.
So, hey, now that we're on with the broadcast, we're on air. The Pilot Point offense is on.
Now we're cooking with Crisco.
Yeah, hey, now we can really enjoy some football here, so that's good to see. So we're about to get on with the Southern Junkie kickoff here. This year kickoffs are being sponsored by Southern Junkies. This will be the first Bearcat kickoff, so we'll see how much of a leg we got, what we like to do in the kickoff game. You know, some teams like to pooch it, some teams like to kick it deep, some teams, you know, depending on the strength of your kicker, make different decisions. So what did you guys do back in the day?
Well, we had Jared Meyer. He had a heck of a leg. We had Chris Franklin as well. He had a real strong leg. He was a great punter. And we generally kicked it deep and covered well.
So we got a Chandler Cabinet scoring drive summary for your Pilot Point Bearcats. It was 6 plays and 41 yards. It took a little over 2 minutes on the clock, and the scoring drive was a 26-yard pass from Max Holler to number 1 Aiden Cox for a Bearcat touchdown. So we're teeing it up on the right hash. Max Holler's there. He's kind of the guy that's going to signal to the crew when to run, but we're teeing up the kick.
Looks like Plainview's still trying to regroup over there. The coaches are holding them in the huddle.
Yeah.
I saw some guys with their heads down after that touchdown. It looked good for the Bearcats as far as momentum goes and positive energy. But Plainview a couple of their guys had their heads down, taking their helmets off before they left the field.
Well, the Bearcats have been ready to kick for about 15 seconds now, and Plainview's just now taking the field. So we have got number 22, Joe Ganser, kicking off for the Bearcats.
Real quick, Ron, I got a scoring update. Aubrey's leading Burke Burnett 28-0 early in the second quarter, so Aubrey's off to a good start here in the 2020 football season.
So that's our Travis Irick out-of-town scoreboard, and we'll be giving you updates like that throughout the game. So Joe Ganser ready to kick, and he gets the kick off, and it's back to the 20-yard line where it's fielded cleanly. Return coming up the middle, and there's some space there.
Momentum. That's 19.
That's their quarterback. And we're going to ride them down, but it's going to be a decent return. They're going to get it all the way to the Pilot Point Bearcat 44-yard line. So, you score, you get a kickoff, you hope to get them stopped back kind of deeper than that, but they do get a decent return. When you're kicking it to the 20 like that, I was going to say back in when I was playing, we had a kicker who had a strong leg, but periodically we would try to just pooch kick it down to the numbers. We're at the 30-yard line. Give your, with a little bit of art, get your coverage team down there to cover, and just didn't happen right there for the Bearcats. But Plainview's going to take over in Pilot Point territory, 1st and 10 at the Bearcat 46-yard line. The smaller classification, this heat, the Plainview has a lot of players going both ways. That may be showing early here, with 3:11 left in the first quarter. It looks like it could be showing.
Yeah, it looked like they were worn down on our last touchdown drive for sure.
They haven't had much going on offense just like we did until the last drive, so hopefully we can keep it that way. Plainview takes a snap. It looks like going to be a dive right up the middle. No, we had a line there at the line of scrimmage with nowhere to go, but nobody was free to make the tackle. We made a jump cut to the left and gets 9 yards on first down. So we don't have a Plainview Indian roster, or we would try to do a better job of saying the names and stuff. But that was going to be
it
a
looked
9.
like that was Caden Pickens. Was that 32 on the carry?
I didn't get a chance.
I think that's their stud linebacker. I think he plays on both sides of the ball. It was a nice run by him. Nice little jump cut, like you said.
Well, approaching the line of scrimmage, there wasn't really any room to run, but nobody was freed up to make a tackle, so he did make the jump cut, got him some room, and it's going to be a Indian 2nd and 1 here. There's not much to this offense here. They, little runs kind of up the middle. Every now and then they run a jet sweep, but here we go, shotgun, 2 receivers right. Another dive right up the middle. This time we are going to have somebody freed up to make a tackle. There was a penalty coming in from the back, position of maybe a hold or another chop block. And personally, I know as a lineman, sometimes these linemen get tired. They stop moving their feet and force them to hold. So the advanced care penalty is going to be a 10-yard hold on 2nd and 1, which is going to probably take it back to 2nd and 11. I don't know if they might have got the first down on that play, so that hold's going to hurt them there.
Yeah, it was carried by, it looks like Blue Norman, number 22, and he just got the first down, but it's all for naught as it's coming back with the penalty.
Well, good break for the Bearcats. Puts the ball pretty much out there almost around the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 2nd and 11 from the Bearcat 47-yard line. So they're running in the plays, old school style. Run one receiver in, one receiver out. Call a play in the huddle. Break the huddle. So we have 2 receivers right, 1 to the left, and shotgun formation with the running back, and it's going to be another dive right up the middle. And this time the Bearcats are going to spin them around there at the line of scrimmage for no gain or maybe even a loss there.
On the tackle, number 5, Jay Cox.
Number 5, Jay Cox there, and Pilot Point's linebackers are starting to play downhill. So hopefully that doesn't get us in the pass game here in a little bit, but nowhere to run these last few plays. And even on the first down play where they gained 9, it was. Line didn't get much movement on them, but they weren't freed up to make a tackle.
Yeah, it looks like number 70, Ryne, defensive tackle there, is eating up a lot of blockers and freeing up our linebackers.
So we have shotgun formation, 2 receivers right, 2 to the left, playmaker for Plainview's on the top. And they're going to go to him on a deep Aston Kirby in coverage. Jump ball. Aston Kirby with great coverage. Perfect coverage there. Receiver goes up for it. Aston goes up with one hand. He's able to knock the ball loose. So it is going to be 4th and 12 for Plainview from the Pilot Point 48-yard line. So, hey, Plainview tried to get the ball to their playmaker, and Aston Kirby held up there. That's all you can ask for, right?
Yeah, at 10, he's frustrated. We got him frustrated. He's looking for flags instead of just going out there and trying to make a play.
Yeah. So this is this punt formation where they line up their quarterback as the punter, and they're going to look to the sideline for a call, maybe move number 10 into punt. They're looking over. We do have somebody back to return the punt. Kind of playing a deep safety.
Is that Avery Smith again, 15?
It does look to be. They are motioning. They are looking like they're going to punt. And Avery Smith is back to receive the punt. So not going to be returnable, and the ball's going to bounce out at about the Bearcat 20-yard line. So Bearcats going to have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 19, 20-yard line, and here we go. Let's build on what we did last drive and try to extend this lead out some.
I think we are going to have to respect their ability to fake punt every time they motion 10 back there. If we fall asleep on that in the second half, Ryne, they may do something with 10. And he's a baseball kid, so you know he can throw as well.
Yep.
For 25 years, Gary and Tammy Rock, owners of Twin Cities South Trailer Sales, have been providing the equestrian community with high-quality products and services. As the nation's largest volume dealer for Sundowner and Featherlight trailers, Twin Cities South Trailer Sales supports the horse show world by providing award trailers to the APHC and NRHA. So if you're looking for a trailer, whether it's hauling your champion to the next horse show, hauling cattle to the sale, your prize vintage car to the car show, or just about anything you need to move, then give us a call or stop in our store located in Pilot Point, Texas.
If you needed brain surgery, would you hire a part-time brain surgeon? No, you would not. The same philosophy holds true when hiring a realtor. Trent Trubenbach with Scribner Real Estate is a full-time realtor. Trent will treat your real estate transaction as it should be. The most important financial decision your family has ever made. Don't settle for a part-time realtor to do a full-time job. Call Trent Trubenbach with Scribner Real Estate today and hire a full-time real estate professional. That's Trent Trubenbach with Scribner Real Estate at 469-583-5072. Trent Trubenbach, the full-time realtor.
Since 1983, the Scott Walker Insurance Agency has been covering the insurance needs of Pilot Point. Regardless of what that need may be, they have you covered, offering homeowners, auto, life, farm and ranch, and commercial. Give them a call at 940-686-2692. That's Germania Insurance, the Scott Walker Insurance Agency, located just north of the town square at 211 Scott Lane in Pilot Point, Texas. Scott Walker Insurance Agency, always there to help.
We want to wish our varsity cheerleader, Abby, a great senior year. Love Mom, Dad, and Michael.
Hi, I'm Laura Bradley with IRIC Real Estate here in Pilot Point. Growing up and living in this area my whole life allows me to have the expertise that is needed to better serve clients in this area. As a top producing agent with over 15 years of real estate experience, I believe in being a dedicated, hard-working realtor who strives to put clients first. It's about building relationships, not closing transactions. Feel free to call or text for all your real estate needs at 940-390-3911. Or you can visit my website at southernlifeliving.com. When experience counts, call Laura, your local IRIC real estate agent.
Hey Bearcat fans, living in North Texas, you know all about bad weather. When bad weather does strike, look no further than James Floyd's Custom Roofing and Construction. Custom Roofing and Construction has built their business off of quality work and customer referrals. Let their friendly and knowledgeable staff ensure the project runs smoothly from start to finish. You can visit Custom Roofing and Construction on their website, customroofingdallas.com, or give them a call at 214-274-8353.
I'm Pilot Point Cross Country, Edwin Rodriguez, and you're listening to Bearcats Football on PilotPointBearcats.com.
Pilot Point Bearcat offense has taken the field, and let's see if we can make something happen.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for your Bearcats from the 22-yard line.
So, man, these referees are seeing it different than I am. They're saying the ball went out to 22, so that's 2 yards extra for Pilot Point there. So
works in our favor.
Yeah, Max Holler back to pass, rolling out right. He has a guy jogging across. He's going to decide to run the ball. He tucks it, and it was a good decision. Max Holler with 11 yards on first down, and that is the Pilot Point Bearcat IRIC Real Estate first down.
I got to point out, Ish Harris, 21. He's picking up some great blocks in that backfield.
He's a big kid, man.
Yeah.
I like to see when he's up there working like that. So 1st and 10 from the Pilot Point 33-yard line. We got a shotgun formation, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Holler takes a snap, and he's going to hand off to Ish Harris on the left side. There's some room. Ish Harris breaks it open, 40, first down. Cross. Oh, he could have got to. Yeah, he could have got himself to the 50, maybe more, but he started dancing around. But nonetheless, it's going to be a 16-yard run there for Ish Harris, and that's an IRIC Real Estate first down. And that is going to get Pilot Point to about the 49, 50-yard line. I felt like he had some more yards to gain, but he was trying to turn what he had into something bigger.
Got a little too cute.
Yeah, maybe cost himself 2 or 3 yards, but hey, I mean, it was a big play for him there. So first down for the Bearcats, and we're moving now. We're at about midfield here.
Yeah, building off that last touchdown drive, it looks like our offense is pretty much in control of this game. I like it.
Yeah, let's start eating this clock. Speaking of clock, we're at 38 seconds, and I guess there was a
Another penalty.
Another penalty on Plainview, maybe a face mask or a late hit. Yeah. Personal foul. I guess it was a late hit or a face mask, but that's going to give the Bearcats another 15 yards to work with. So now we're all the way down to Plainview's 36-yard line here for this next snap, which will be 1st and 10.
Now, I'm watching the Plainview sideline. Their coaches are not complaining, it doesn't appear, about these penalties.
Max Haller takes the snap, rolls out right. He has some guys in a route. He's pressured, but he makes a good throw to number 8, Ashton Kirby. And that's going to be another Irish Real Estate first down. And that's going to be 14 yards there on 1st and 10.
Pilot Point's going to look to go fast again.
You know, I like we're moving the pocket. We're throwing the football. Max Holler's delivering good balls, and we're moving the pocket. So we're rolling them out, giving the option to run. But here we are in a hurry. Max Haller takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Ish Harris, takes it right up the middle, and he's going to get 4 yards on the carry. So it's going to be a 4-yard gain there, and that's going to end the quarter. So for your final Laura Bradley scoreboard check of the first quarter, we're going to end the first quarter with the Bearcats 8, Plainview Indians 0. So guys, this is where we would normally go to commercials, but with all of the technical difficulties we have had so far, I don't currently have anything queued up. So, have we checked any other scores for us, John?
I'll look some up, but let's go ahead and mention Speedlight Broadband. They're the podcast title sponsor, and it really helped us out with the internet, etc. Ryne, and let me point out that I think that was probably Ashton Kirby's first catch on varsity. And a little fun fact for you, Ryne, I was his 5th and 6th grade Pee Wee coach.
Who was that?
Me.
No, Ashton.
Yeah. I was Aston's first tackle football coach in 5th and 6th grade, so that was a joy for me to watch him catch that ball right there, and I think he's gonna have a nice career.
Well, I think so. I mean, he's got a big time responsibility out there trying to cover number 10.
Oh yeah.
And he made it happen earlier, so that's So guys, bear with us here on these moments here. We had believe it or not, we had a full run sheet, we had a full plan, and technical difficulties have not allowed us to follow our plan.
Here's the scores for you, Ryne. So we got Argyle's up 14-3 over Decatur, with 5:43 left in the first quarter. Looks like Sanger Indians are up on Clifton Cubs 6-2 in the second quarter. So maybe it's a safety fest or a couple field goals and safety. 6-2.
Sounds like a baseball.
It does sound like a baseball game there. Gunner, number 1 team in the state, Gunner Tigers, are up 7-0 over Van Alstyne Panthers. 10:31 left in the second quarter. And Melissa Cardinals are beating the number 6 ranked Salina Bobcats 13-3. My son's at that game, so good for Melissa. Munster Hornets are up 6-0 over Alvord.
And we're back here for the second quarter. So Pilot Point's going to take this ball, and we're already deep in Indian territory. And Ish Harris was blocked up behind the line of scrimmage, and he kept moving his feet, fought through, and he's going to get the ball all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Excellent second effort there by Ish.
So that's an Irish Real Estate first down, and we're into the Point Bank red zone here. And it was a big kid. Ish Harris, a big kid. He's hard to tackle, and looks like somebody got to him behind the line of scrimmage, but the second effort got him all the way down to the Point Bank red zone. So we're going to have 1st and goal from the 7-yard line for the Bearcats. Holler in the backfield with Harris to his right, motion Ashton Kirby, and they're going to call it false start. I didn't quite see it. Maybe it looks like we jumped at right guard position when we called for the motion. Maybe the defense yelled motion and pulled us off guard. Looks like that's what happened there. So that's not a good start for our first red zone possession here. You know, we had a 1st and goal, and what was a 1st and goal from the 7 is now a 1st and goal from the 12-yard line. So
yeah, we still haven't had near as many penalties as Plainview have, so we got to be happy for that.
So we have trips right. Max Haller takes the snap, but he rolls left. He has a guy streaking across the back of the end zone. He sees him. Oh man, what he didn't see is number 10 Morgan Pearson camped out in front, and it went right through Morgan Pearson's hands. That could be fatigue right there, because he's their playmaker, you know, and that ball hit him right where you want to be hit if you're a defender, and he couldn't come down with the catch.
Yeah, you know, he's a young kid. He's just a sophomore at number 10 for Plainview, so he seems to be making some mistakes that are due to inexperience.
Yeah,
and he's in the right spot though.
Yeah. Well, so we're going to have second down from the 12-yard line. One thing we like to do is we like to run trips to one side and roll out to the other, so that's the formation we're in here, and that's exactly what we're doing. So we're rolling out left, but this looks like a designed run. Max Haller's going to take it inside the 5 to the 3-yard line. So we lined up and did exactly what I said would look like we'd like to do, but it was definitely a designed run from the start. So Max Haller just followed some blockers and carried it inside the 5. So here we are, 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line for the Bearcats.
That was a really nice call by Kyle PEACOCK, offensive coordinator.
Yep. So we have trips left. Max Haller with running back to his left as well. They're going to give the ball to Harris up the middle. There's a hole. Touchdown. That's a PELZEL printing Pilot Point Bearcat touchdown for Ish Harris. Right up the middle there. Bearcats extend their lead, and here we go. We're going to line up for the swinging gate here. We did this earlier. We decided to go for 2. I'd like to see him kick it here, but they're looking for the call. Everybody's looking for the call. And the call has been made. Swing the gate. Kicking team's coming on. We're going to have a Nick's Italian extra point here. Man, putting 2 drives together after a real rough start on offense, some bad snaps, some just poor execution. We're starting to get it rolling now. Looks like number 22, Joel Ganser, is for the Nick's Italian extra point. We're lined up. We're down in position. Snap, hold, kick, and it went. Looked like it did. The Nick's Italian extra point is good, and Pilot Point has extended their lead. So with 10:23 remaining in the second quarter, your Pilot Point Bearcats 15, the Plainview Indians 0. So, hey, we've come to play today.
Yeah, we're looking really good these last 2 drives, Ryne, and if we can build on that, I mean, we can really extend the lead here before half.
Well, it's got to be a confidence boost, especially after the first 2 drives of your season just went so poorly, couldn't get anything going. Your defense has held true, forced a turnover, made some stops, and now the offense has really got it rolling. I really like the action we're running with Max Haller, where we're sprinting out and giving them receivers crossing the field and the ability to run. So the Chandler Cabinets for scoring drive summary for the Bearcats: 8 plays, 72 yards, punctuated by a 4-yard touchdown run by Ish Harris. Looks like it took 3 minutes and 5 seconds off the clock, and that is your Chandler Cabinets scoring drive. Now we're getting ready for our second Southern Junkie kickoff for the Bearcats, and the first one, if you remember, we kicked it off. It went all the way to the 20, but didn't get, the Plainview put a good return on it. So let's see if we tighten up the return coverage or do something different with the kick.
They got some playmakers deep. They got the quarterback, number 19, Reese Taylor, and they've got Morgan Pearson at number 10, the wide receiver back there. So got to be careful.
Yeah. And I need to mention the second quarter is brought to you by SIX+Mango. Thank you, SIX+Mango, for your sponsorship. We couldn't be doing this broadcast without you guys, and like I said, we appreciate the sponsorship there. SIX+Mango sponsoring the second quarter. The ball's teed up. Return team spreads out. Joe Ganser ready to kick. Plainview's about 12 yards off, 13 yards off, looking for the return, and the kick is going to be a pooch kick, kind of right in the soft middle. It hits the ground, takes a bounce. They do pick it up, but kind of what I was talking about. Man, that looked like they had a tackle. Did they pitch that out?
No, he bounced off.
No,
his
man,
own
we
guy.
couldn't tackle him. And number 32, he bounces it out to the left, and what looked to be nowhere to go. Turns out it's a huge return down to Pilot Point's 28-yard line. Did you see what happened there?
It looked like Caden Pickett's ran into the back of his own blocker, and it just messed up the timing of our coverage team. And maybe they thought he was down, but he just bounced it to the outside.
Yeah.
And fortunate that he was the one that picked up the kick, because he is their starting running back. He can run the ball effectively.
Yeah. So that, I guess that's what I saw. It looked like we had him bottled up, but nobody could get their hands on him. And until you bring him down, the play's still going. So bounced around to the left side, but Plainview's going to be set up. If they, I think it'd be big if the Bearcat defense can make another stand here. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the Bearcat 30-yard line for Plainview. They're still in the huddle. The Bearcat defense is out there on one knee clapping. I like what we've seen so far from the Bearcats. They look tough, and they're going to keep bringing it to you.
Ryne, we look more organized. The Plainview staying in their huddle for, even returning the kickoff. They're in the huddle for a long time.
Yep. So we have a first down here. Plainview, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Quarterback and a running back. Takes a snap, hands off right up the middle. And there was a little bit of room there, but we had a host of Bearcats get on them after about 5 yards. They cleared out a hole to run through, but we second, third level we converged and made a tackle. Number 42, Blue Norman on the carry for Plainview there. So here we go, 2nd and 5 from the 25. Let's see if the Bearcats can, like I said, bow that neck and stand up. They're trying to attack us right between those two guards. So that right internal is where they're running the ball. But here we go, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Quarterback with a running back behind him, takes a snap, another dive right up the middle. And kind of the same thing, we're being cleared out right up the middle, and the linebackers are having to make the tackle, but we're not even making contact till 3 or 4 yards upfield.
Yeah, I'm surprised. It doesn't look like 10 is even in the game right now. They're not. From what I saw, some highlights of them last year, they were really sideline to sideline. They really stretched the field with wide receiver screens and that, and they really haven't tested us a whole lot.
Not at all.
Any short.
The pass game has been exclusively go routes down the sideline to number 10.
Yeah.
But here we are, 3rd and 1. Pilot Point can stand strong here. I'd maybe run a stunt in the middle or try to bring some pressure right up the middle because 2 receivers left, 1 right, but they've been going right up the middle, and that's what they're going to do here. Power quarterback keeps it and goes right behind still right between the tackles. Kind of use the running back as a lead blocker. We did better, 2 yards, but all they needed was 1. So that's a first down for the Indians, and it's going to be inside. They're going to be inside the Point Bank red zone. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line of the Bearcats with a fresh set of downs here. See if the Bearcats, there's been plenty of time to rest with how slow Plainview's been moving. So, we got a lot of players playing both ways, but, we should still be
benefited us.
Still be in this game here. So here we go, number 10 still on the sideline, but we have 2 receivers right, 1 left with a running back behind the quarterback here. Pilot Point's faking blitz. They are going to bring right up the middle, and that's exactly what we needed. Bring him down. Well, I guess the D coordinator decided he was tired of letting that dive right up the middle. He blitzed a few guys right up the middle, and it's going to be a negative 4-yard gain there.
Trubenbach, the junior.
Tristan Trubenbach with the tackle there.
Number 14. He just came in there and met him in the backfield.
Yeah, I think that'll make Plainview maybe change the call here because they just kept running that same dive over and over. Pilot Point decided they'd had enough and blitzed. And
I don't see 10 in the game. Do you, Ron?
I don't. Maybe they're giving him a rest for defense or, I see him. No, that's not him. He's not in here yet.
On the field.
No.
He's their big play threat.
So quarterback with a dive back to his right, running back behind him. They are motioning receiver right to left, but there was a penalty before, and it's going to be another pre-snap penalty for Plainview, and that's going to be a false start.
Penalties are killing Plainview.
They sure are. So what was 2nd and 14 is going to turn into 2nd and 19 due to the pre-snap motion. They are marching the ball back. There was a lot of looking around by the receivers, but they marched the ball back. So here we go. It's going to be 2nd and 19 for the Indians here. Same formation. Look for the same motion. 2 receivers right, 1 left. They're motioning the receiver from the right to left. Takes the snap, and it's going to be a pass. Rolling out right. They have a guy deep down, but they're not. Oh, he tried to get it to him. But good coverage on the play by number 12 there. Max Holler. Yeah. If he turns around, he might catches the ball. Might intercept the ball, but nonetheless, hey, played the safe route, knocked the ball down, and also put a lick on the receiver. So
I think he was expecting the quarterback to run. He kind of had his eyes in the backfield a little bit, but he did a good job making up ground and getting the pass break up there.
Yeah, so the quarterback was rolling right. His receiver on the left side of the field was running a post and seemed to be open. Wasn't running real hard, but seemed to be wide open. But the quarterback was on the run and was being pressured, so he just couldn't get it to him. Had another guy. The ball floated too long, so Max Holler had a chance to make the play. But Plainview, 3rd and 19, 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. They're going to roll out left. Pressure by Aiden Cox. He's going to force the ball out. And they were trying to get the ball to number 10. He was back, but with the pressure Aiden Cox was providing on the play, he just had to get rid of it. So, 4th and 19 from the Bearcat, 29.
Good defensive stand here, right? Yeah.
It's going to be an odd position here because you don't have a field goal kicker that can make the kick.
No, they're going to go for it.
Again, I guess you could pooch punt it or something like that.
Call a timeout. It looks like 10's almost on his knees here. He's maybe winded or hurt, injured.
Yeah. I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised.
7:16 left in the half. The coaches have a few players over there, and the rest of the guys are huddling and trying to decide what they're going to do, and they took the play clock down to call the timeout.
I think that was smart. You see 10, he's got his helmet off now, and I think he looks like he's injured.
You know, he could be injured, could be exhausted. You know, I mean, you can be in what you think is in shape and stuff like that, but when the first game comes, it's a whole different story.
Yep. Yeah, you never know until you strap them on and get out there.
And you know, the 100 degrees is a big factor in this as well, you know. But, you know, and he is young, you know, sometimes physical maturity comes before the mental maturity, so, you know, hopefully, you know, as he gets older, he's able to maintain that a little better. Yeah, let's go to a Travis Irick out-of-town scoreboard.
Yeah, so looks like Munster Hornets are now their 10th ranked team in the state. They're up 12-6 over Alvord. Another fun fact, my cousin Brady Carney's the head coach and athletic director of Munster Hornets, and they always have a real strong team. Argyle looks like it has extended their lead over Decatur. Argyle's number 2 in state, 28-3 over Decatur with 10 minutes left in the second quarter. And all the other scores look like they stayed pat there.
Yeah, so here we are. Plainview's offense is coming on the field. Bearcats getting ready to break the huddle. So it's going to be an interesting scenario. I mean, yeah, I guess I don't really see much of a reason. It's kind of a hard position to punt. Because if you punt into the end zone, you only gained 9 yards on the punt.
Right.
So, you know, you throw the ball deep, maybe you get
you got to go for it here.
Yeah, maybe you get a penalty, maybe you get a conversion. Who knows? But
is that 10 in the slot on the far side?
10. That guy is in motion left to right. They're going to pitch it to him.
Watch it.
Throw it. Oh, it was going to be a throwback. It's an incomplete pass. It was rushed. It was really rushed there. We have a penalty down the play, but it was well after the ball was dead. The whistle was blown. I don't know what it could have been. It was definitely after the play. But yeah, it looked like they were going for a reverse throwback pass, and the number 10 got the ball, and he didn't sell it. He immediately stopped to throw. Then he just kind of threw it. He was being pressured, threw it right into the ground.
I think he should have took off his glove on his throwing hand. He's got receiver gloves on there. If they would have thought about it, maybe, because he looked like he didn't get a good grip on the ball.
Yeah, referee's conferring on what the penalty might be. I have no idea. It was after everything was done. I didn't see much of everything. I'm not sure what that is, but it's going to be declined. Yep. And the Bearcats are going to take over possession. 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. So here we go. We've got 7 minutes. That's plenty of time. Our scoring drives have been going quicker than that. I'd like to see some more of this rollout and throw the football or give Max Holler the opportunity to run the ball as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Take advantage of this momentum that we have and extend the lead going into halftime would be great.
And, you know, you're seeing this Plainview team wear down. So with a big running back like Ish Harris, you know, he did bust that big run that got us in the red zone earlier to punch it in ultimately. But he's going to be harder and harder to tackle as the game goes, you know. So, but the Bearcats are taking the field. It looks like we are going to have the 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right in a shotgun formation. Max Holler has Ish Harris to his left, and they have an up back in between them and the line of scrimmage. So Max Holler takes the snap, and it's going to be a handoff up the middle to Ish Harris, and he's going to offensive line made some room there, and it was about a 5-yard gain there on 1st down for Ish Harris.
Not bad. It wasn't too big of a hole, but he made the most out of it.
Yeah, it wasn't a big hole, but they moved some bodies and gave him a little bit of room, and that's what he took.
Ish looks like he's been over, maybe hurt himself a little bit on that play.
Yeah,
shaking his head
pinched a finger, got stepped on or something. Max Holler takes the snap, rolling out left, 2 receivers en route there. He's looking to pass, and oh man, he drops the football and it gets out of bounds. So that was a fumble. He was pressured. This is something going back to my O-line days. You had a bootleg there with a guard who had pulled out in protection, and he overran his protection there. So the guard was set up, and Max didn't let him actually make the block because Max ran around him and allowed the defender to get in his way.
Yeah, we're fortunate. Number 29 there, a man after my own heart, because that was my old number.
Yeah.
He was in the backfield and kind of made Max fumble. I don't have his name because we don't have the Plainview roster, and the one I looked up on Max Preps doesn't have number 29.
Sure. Well, there's an advanced care vet hospital penalty on the play on the Bearcats. Not entirely sure what the call was about, but it is I don't know. It looks to be a 10-yarder. Must have been a hold that I didn't see or something. I didn't see the flag thrown, but it looked to be a hold on the Bearcats. So what was a 2nd and 5 is going to be a 2nd and 15 here. But 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Ish Harris next to Holler. Holler back to pass, drops straight back. And he's looking down. He decides he's going to tuck it and run. He's going to get some yardage there. Oh, a few guys miss him, but he ends up getting back past the original line of scrimmage. So we're going to have a 3rd and 6 here for the Bearcats. So he got about a little over half of it back there.
Yeah, he got a little bit of work done, so it's manageable.
Yep. Well, this is a lot most you can ask for when you have a 3rd and 15 site or 2nd and 15 type scenario to make that 3rd and manageable. So that's what it is right here. We've been getting 6 yards pretty regularly here. Look for a rollout or maybe a designed quarterback draw or something. We have had some success with that. Holler in a pistol with Ish Harris to his back, takes a snap, pitches it out to Ish, and there's going to be no room. Linebacker comes scraping across, and that's going to be a 2-yard loss on 3rd and 6. So it's going to be a 4th and 8. It's going to set up a Bearcat punt. Scraping linebacker there, number 2.
Yeah, that was Caden Pickens. That was 32. That was the one that I think we both pointed him out pregame. He's a player.
Yeah, it looked like there might have been some room to the outside, but their defense didn't set the edge well. And when Ish Harris tried to bring it back to the middle, he got hit pretty well there. So it's going to be 4th and 8. The Bearcats are set to punt. Number 10 is back for Plainview, and I'm sure he's hoping for an opportunity. Motion left to right from an up back. Snap's good, and the kick is good by Aiden Cox. It's a great kick, and it's going to get out at the 32-yard line for the Bearcat punt. So Plainview's going to take the ball 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line there.
Probably smart to keep the ball away from their playmaker there, Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you can keep the ball out of his hands, that's probably best for us. And there's there's a good punt as well. So it's not like we really sacrificed much yardage by not really getting a good punt there. It was a good punt.
They've had a couple of good returns.
So the Laura Bradley scoreboard check. It is with 5 minutes and 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. It is Pilot Point 15, Plainview 0. Plainview has the ball at the Pilot Point 34-yard line. They're heading towards the concession stand side of the field, and Pilot Point is out and ready. Pilot Point's running what looks to be a 4-3 or a 4-3 type
4-3
defense. Quarterback takes a snap, fakes a handoff, comes up the middle, and
left his feet.
Yep, left his feet. Number 55 was there on the ground, causing a blockage. Eddie Gaitan, he was there, made the quarterback jump over him, and when the quarterback jumped over him, there's another Bearcat there ready to clean up. So 1 yard on 1st and 10 gives us a 2nd and 9 for the Indians. And I don't know why the clock is stopped. The clock is now running, so now we're under 5 minutes. Number 10 is back on the field for Plainview.
Still not a lot of urgency out of Plainview in their,
not at
huddles.
all. You know what I'm seeing is that their only offense has been dives at the middle and fade routes down the sideline. That's really been all that they've had. So,
they tried to trick play early on, and it cost them, so maybe they decided to go conservative with this young group.
Right, trips left for the Indians, takes a snap, rolling out left. Number 1, Aiden Cox is coming. Number 5, Jay Cox gets him and brings him down.
Nice.
And right before he gets him down, his brother Aiden Cox comes and cleans it up. So a huge sack there on 2nd and 9.
Showing a little brotherly love right there.
Yeah, right there, getting after the quarterback. A huge loss on the sack there. Just talking about how the Indian offense has been pretty plain. They try something new, and they get sacked. So I guess I understand.
Now we know why they like the dive play, Ryan.
Yeah. So that looked to be – that's a significant loss because we are looking here at – that's 10. So 3rd and 20. 3rd and 21 there. So that was about a 12-yard loss on the sack there. So here we are, 3rd and 21. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right for Plainview. Ashton Kirby one-on-one with number 10 down here on the Pilot Point sideline. Back to pass. They're not looking for him. Good coverage. There wasn't an open guy. Poorly thrown ball. We put a hit on the quarterback as he threw it. That's just good defense. There's nowhere to really go.
Yeah, good coverage right there by Ish Harris, number 21.
If it was a perfect throw, he might have been able to catch it, but as soon as he caught it, he would have been hit, and that wouldn't even have got him back to the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 4th and 21 for Plainview with 3:47 left in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time for Pilot Point to get the ball and make a drive to end the half. That'd be the ideal way to end this half, is to put another touchdown on the board, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, we've got 2 guys back to return the punt, so we look like we're going to put a return on. Ashton Kirby is back deep, so is Avery Smith.
Wonder if they're running the wall these days.
I hope so. Love to see it.
I would love to see it executed properly.
I don't even know if it's legal anymore.
Oh, but a ground ball punt, but hey, Ashton Kirby's going to
got
field it.
Okay,
he hands it in a reverse to Avery Smith. They're going to get a block in the back.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a touchy call there. I thought it was clean, but they are going to get a block in the back on the Bearcat return team there. It was set up well. Ashton Kirby fielded it, made the handoff.
Yeah, it was.
And Avery Smith got a corner. I don't think that it was a block in the back, and if it was, I don't think it had any effect on the play, really. The reverse was already around it.
Right.
But nonetheless, the ref threw the flag. That's an advanced vet care hospital penalty. And the penalty yardages are racking up this half. Mainly for Plainview, but Pilot Point has gotten bit a couple times, and Plainview's had a lot of 5-yarders. We've had a 10-yarder, another 10-yarder, and I think we had a 15-yarder earlier. So
yeah, Zebras are earning their stripes today. There's no doubt.
Yep. Hopefully they warmed up their arms before. All right. So Pilot Point's going to take the ball with 3:35 left in the half. Max Holler's got the ball. Is in the shotgun with trips to the right side, one receiver to the short side of the field, and that's going to be a fake handoff to Ish Harris, who gets a good cut block. And Max Holler, he's going to keep it himself for 2 yards. And Ish Harris, I don't know if you saw it, he didn't waste any time from the fake handoff to the cut block. First thing I saw was the defender's feet right up in the air.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like a Plainview Indians down on the turf.
That is Caden.
Cramping.
Yeah, it looks like he's cramping.
Yeah, he's cramping up.
This classification, this heat, especially a guy who plays as hard as him, it's just a matter of time before this sort of thing happens.
Yeah, it's Caden Pickens, number 32. Looks like he's cramping up. The coach is out on the field stretching him out. He's been on the field every snap. So
yeah. With this break in action, I'm going to read the cross-country report brought to you by the Pilot Point Booster Clubs. The boys and girls cross-country teams have competed in 2 meets over the past week. Last Saturday in Commerce, the boys and girls team both won their divisions. The girls team had 4 runners finish in the top 10. Freshman Addison Height won the individual title with a time of 12:41. The boys team was led by sophomore Tanner Stevens, who finished 7th overall with a time of 18:06. This morning in Boyd, the girls as a team finished second. Freshman Addison Height was Pilot Point's top finisher at second place with a time of 12:36. The boys team finished second this morning as well. Freshman Crew Chandler was the boys' top finisher with a 6th place finish overall and a time of 18:26. This cross-country report has been brought to you by the Pilot Point Booster Club. Thanks to those guys for that. And I've been seeing that on social media. Those cross-country teams have been doing pretty well.
Yeah, Crew Chandler and Tanner Stevens both got bright futures in cross-country.
Yeah, so for freshman girl Addison Height, her as well. Yep, she's scoring really well as a freshman. So Max Holler takes a snap, 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right, back to pass, and he's pressured. And once the pocket started to collapse on him, he decided the biggest priority was to protect the ball, so he covered the ball up and went down.
It looks like Big Joe Barker, 77, got to him there.
Yeah, well, he had a little bit of time. It was a straight drop back. Sometimes as a quarterback, it takes a little bit of experience to learn to work the pocket there. Kind of worked himself into that pressure there a little bit, but nonetheless, I think he made a decent decision, a good decision by protecting the football. So here we are, 3rd and about 14 here. Max Holler in a shotgun, 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Plenty of cushion being given by the defense. Holler, quarterback draw, right up the middle. He's going to make a man miss. He's going to fight his way for an Irish real estate first down. He was contacted about 4 yards before the line of scrimmage, and he ends up getting 2 yards more than he needed for the first down. So that's about a 16-yard carry on 3rd and 14 for an Irish real estate first down for Max Holler there.
Great job there, breaking through a couple arm tackles, keeping those legs moving, keep the chains moving.
I think sometimes he covers the ball up and people think he's slowing down. He's not. He's still going pretty quick. On this first down and 10 handoff from Max Holler to Ish Harris for about 3 yards on the carry. And that was not to Ish Harris. That was to number 11, Dorian Secor, with the carry there. He gave Ish Harris a 1-play break. Ish Harris is back on the field. So here we go with 2 minutes and 5 seconds and counting. Pilot Point's got the ball. 2nd and 7 from the 50-yard line.
Still two timeouts in our pocket.
Trips right, 1 receiver's left. Max Holler back, rolls right towards the trip side. Plenty of time. Hits Jay Cox for another Irish real estate first down. That was about 8 yards there on that 2nd down play. And the Pilot Point's on the move. Under 2 minutes to go. 1:51. The clock will stop with the movement of the chains. But Pilot Point's got the ball, like you said. Good point. Two timeouts still. They have all day here.
Yeah, I look for Jay Cox to really start taking over this game, Ryan. with the Plainview guys going both ways and really being tired, I think he can expose them.
And Max Holler rolls out to the trip side, which is left. He's looking to pass. He has plenty of time. He picks up a block. He's going to try to run it. And he had more time to try to look down the field throw, but nothing seemed to be open, so he got what he could get, which was about 1 yard on the play, maybe 2. Pilot Point bangs a timeout. So that's Pilot Point's second timeout. That timeout is brought to you by Uppercut Granite. So that's an Uppercut Granite timeout for your Pilot Point Bearcats. So Pilot Point's going to have the ball about 2nd and 8 with 1:29 and 1 timeout left. Like I said, I don't know the range of our kicker, number 22, Joel Ganser, but I mean he has solid mechanics. I'm sure he can get it up. Would like to end the half with a touchdown, but in the end, any points are good.
Yeah, he looked good on the extra point he kicked. I think it was good use of time out there by Coach Danny Joe David.
Yeah, give your quarterback some time to catch his breath for a moment.
It looks like Ish is kind of nursing a little bit of an injury or something there, and so he's kind of bent over. So it's good use of time out.
I'm thinking back to my time. I don't think I ever played when it was this hot. I don't think I ever played when it was this hot. This is a hot
2 days
game.
For sure.
We're
this hot, but I don't know about come game time.
Yeah. But hey, we're looking, I think we're wearing down a little bit, and that's what we're seeing maybe with Ish, maybe a cramp, maybe just getting a little tired. But at the end of the day, we're still driving. We still look to have the advantage. So I like what you said about Jay Cox taking over. I think as this game continues and some of these position players for Plainview continue to wear out, it's going to be hard for them. Their quarterback is lined up on him, looking like he's going to be the guy covering them here. So Max Holler has trips right, one receiver to the left. Running back Ish Harris to his right. Takes a snap, and we're going to roll out right. Picks up a good couple of blocks. He's going to scramble, and there he goes. There's your boy, Caden. Caden comes through, and it looked like he might have been the spy on the play. It didn't look to be a blitz. It looked to be a spy. He saw his opening. The pass coverage was a right pass protection. It looked like everybody was, moving that way, but that's the thing about a spy. It was a delayed blitz there, so I don't think any of the linemen saw it coming, and he came in quick, didn't he?
Yeah, rumor is, Ryne, that Caden Pickens sleeps on a bed of barbed wire. It's a tough kid, and he's showing it. He's been out there every play, and he looked faster on that play than he has any other play in this game.
Well, I think he's going to get a sack taken away from him. That was an illegal chop block called on the Bearcats. That's an advanced care vet hospital penalty. And that's another big one. I mean, Plainview's getting a lot of 5-yarders here and there. That's a 15-yarder for us. So
kind of shooting ourselves in the foot here in this drive.
Yeah, so it's going to be second and incredibly long for the Bearcats here. Trips right, one receiver left. Max Holler takes the snap. He is dropping straight back to pass. Good protection. He has Aiden Cox Aiden Cox jumped, left his feet to try to catch it, and he was immediately hit by number 22 who lodged the ball loose.
That's Blue Norman,
yeah,
the other linebacker. And again, that linebacker play is key. And
yeah, I think if Aiden Cox wouldn't have left his feet, he might have had time to catch it and protect, but he felt like he needed to leave his feet to make the catch, and it kind of left him vulnerable there. 23, 3rd and 23 here for the Bearcats. Minute and 12 with the clock. Minute and 12 left in the half, and the clock is stopped. Trips right, one receiver left. Max Holler rolling out left, and he's going to throw the ball number Aiden. One.
Nice
Aiden Cox makes a good catch, a good nice toe tap, but it's going to get us. It's going to get us 12 yards there. So we're going to have a 4th and 11, and with the time, 1:07. I don't know. This is a decision to be had.
I think they're going to go for it.
Yeah, I mean, we are on Plainview's. We're on Plainview's side of the field. They don't seem to have much momentum. They seem to be tired. So the last thing you want to do is give them momentum going into half. But that's if they could capitalize if they got the ball back, and they don't have the demeanor. They don't have the body language that tells me.
It looks like they're letting the time run down here.
Well, the clock is not running.
Oh, okay.
It was toe tap out of bounds, so I don't know if we're waiting for clock operator to run, what exactly we're doing.
I can't see the scoreboard, so.
Referees are talking to the Pilot Point coaches. They haven't blown the whistle live or anything. Everybody's standing around looking at each other. Coaches are talking. Coach David, I think, is giving the referee some counseling on what he thinks he should probably be doing.
Just let the play clock go all the way down, I guess. Huh?
Well, the play clock isn't running, and they just blew it. They just blew the...
Maybe they're giving them a manual play clock over here on the sideline.
It says they're Pilot Point timeout, so that's an Uppercut Granite timeout there. I don't know. A lot of time the clock not running before we called the timeout, so I don't know exactly what was going on. But, looking at the referees for any sort of signal, they weren't blowing the whistle to start the clock or anything. So But here we are, minute and 7 left. We're going to have a 4th and 11. This is manageable with the way we've been moving the ball. I'd like to see this. I think what you're probably going to see from Plainview is the same thing they had on the sack. You're going to have a spy with Caden Pickens. So
sure.
if I may be calling a rollout pass, but I would definitely be talking to my offensive lineman. Be on the lookout for a scraping number 32.
Absolutely. And also tell Max Holler, just go ahead and get rid of the ball. I mean, you got really nothing to lose here.
You know what I like on some 4th downs, and sometimes you don't. It depends on how high IQ the defense is. Right here, you have some big targets in Aiden Cox and Jay Cox. So
throw it up, let him get it.
It's 4th and 11. Where you're at, let's throw the ball down the field, and if it's intercepted, it's like a punt. I mean, really, as long as you can make the tackle, get the guy out of bounds. But actually, the formation we're looking at, we are looking into punt, and I don't think this is a bad decision, to be honest with you. You've had the momentum, you've been carrying the half. Last thing you want to do is give it to them right before you leave for half. So the snap is good, the kick, it's a good punt, and it's gonna get out of bounds at about the 6-yard line.
Very nice.
At
punt.
The 5-yard line.
Very
Heck
nice.
of a punt by Aiden Cox. He angled it towards the sideline, and it was just a perfect kick. So, if you weren't already dejected for Plainview to end the half, you got 101 left, and you got 95 yards to go.
Yeah, I think they're going to be conservative here and probably just take it into halftime. I don't know about you, Ryan.
Well, I would definitely, I'm thinking if it were me, I might try to run a jet sweep with number 10, get him around to the outside. But I wouldn't be trying any reverse, anything too risky. I probably wouldn't even allow my quarterback to drop back to pass with the way the Cox brothers have been getting after the quarterback.
Yeah, we've had good penetration from our linebackers, so I look for them to run a dive here and go into halftime and nurse their wounds.
Yeah, they don't have a running back next to the quarterback there, so they are going to either do a quarterback dive or a motion. Here they go, number 10 moving right to left. Another pre-snap penalty. They can't seem to get the motion thing figured out. Plainview, that's their 4th penalty this game. Their 4th false start where they started with motion. So I don't know what's going on. If Pilot Point, what might be happening is Pilot Point is screaming motion, and it's causing the offensive line to jump. I don't know.
Could be.
But that's their 4th one, so you'd think something's got to be happening. But that's going to push it back, half the distance to the goal from the 5. So it's going to be about the 3.5-yard line. 1st and 10 from their own 3.5. Now you got to be even more careful. So they're not going to do the jet sweep here. Caden Pickens is next to the quarterback in the backfield. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. This is going to be simple dive action, I'm sure, and that's exactly what it is. We hit him immediately, but he's a tough kid, so he brings it out to about the 5.5-yard line, 6-yard line. So, the clock is running. We're at 48 and counting. And I think we're only getting one more play, and then it's going to be halftime, I'm sure. Good opening half for the Bearcats. A slow start on offense, but hey, we've pitched a shutout defensively, and we did get the offense rolling. Had a penalty or two that derailed us here at the end, but I like how we've ended the half.
Yeah, 15-0. We're in good shape here.
I just see how well they can recuperate at halftime, but Plainview looks pretty tired.
Yeah,
but 2 receivers right, 1 to the narrow side of the field, which is the left side, takes a snap, another dive up the middle.
He's got room.
He does have room, and you got to catch him and make a tackle.
Better get him.
We do catch him, and he's hard to bring down, but we drag him down across the 50-yard line.
Nice tackle by Aston Kirby
Aston Kirby's able to take him down. It's a huge gain all the way to the Bearcat 45. Max Holler's limpy. He looks like he's fine. He's looked like he's fine, though.
Yeah.
But an uppercut granted timeout for Plainview, but that's going to – the whole situation changes. You went from 2nd and 6 from your own 6-yard line to 1st and 10 from the opposing team's 45. So, you have a shot here. I don't know exactly how your quarterback's arm is, this and that, but you got a big target. If you can get some time and throw the football, there is only 7 seconds left.
Yeah, now that they flip the field, I would expect them to take a shot here. It shows that Aston comes from a long line of cross-country runners. His uncle Justin Kirby ran University of Arkansas, and then Chance was a good runner as well as Dad. And Aston had to run a long way right there. It was like a cross-country run to run that guy down.
Well, I don't know. I think he ran this morning, or at least I know he went to the meet.
Yeah.
One of the two. I think he ran. I heard Chance talking about it earlier, his dad. But here we are. So Plainview's talking about it. Pop Point's talking about it. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the Bearcat 45 with 7 seconds to go here on the Pilot Point side hash.
I'd definitely keep number 10 in front of you and maybe even double cover him.
He's going to be on the wide side of the field up there on the Plainview side. Ish Harris, who size-wise, if I had to choose anybody, it would be Ish Harris. Ish Harris is going to be lined up with him. 2 receivers right, 1 left with a running back next to the quarterback, and they have a little fullback in position there. Take the snap, and they are looking left to throw the ball deep. And Ish Harris stopped running.
He's behind Ish.
He's behind him and caught the ball.
No.
We tackled him and pushed him out at the 2, and thank goodness, saved by the bell. They're pushing him out at the 1-yard line, and that is the end of the half. And number 10 both 2 players slow to get up over there. Number 10 is still down.
Yeah, it took a lot out of both players right there.
Yeah, Ish Harris has gotten up, but number 10 for Plainview is not. He's still on the ground. So he's not really being attended to by any train or anything. But, nonetheless, we're going to halftime, guys. So a couple big plays of offense from Plainview to end the half. They start the drive at their own 5. They end the drive at the Pilot Point 1. Pilot Point is essentially saved by the bell there. So, that being said, we are going to go to halftime. We do have some ads to run, guys, so we're going to pray that this goes well. And we will be back in about 16 minutes for a little halftime analysis. So, you're listening to Pilot Point Bearcat Football on PilotPointBearcats.com, brought to you by Speed of Light Broadband.
For the best Mexican food experience, visit Uncle Beto's Mexican Restaurant on the corner of Liberty Street and Highway 377 in Pilot Point. Uncle Beto's offers the freshest and most authentic flavors that you can only find in the best Mexican cuisine. Dine in, or if you prefer curbside service, call Uncle Beto's at 940-686-0143 and order your food to go. Be sure to make Uncle Beto's a part of your game night routine either before the game or up until 10 p.m. on game night. Uncle Beto's is ready to serve all you hungry football fans. Uncle Beto's is a family-owned and operated business proudly supporting the Pilot Point Bearcats.
Tritex Grass is DFW's first choice for landscapers, golf courses, sports venues, as well as residential and commercial clients by providing and installing high-quality turf grasses. Tritex stays on the cutting edge of technology and production in order to provide you with the best new grass varieties to suit the North Texas climate. With farms located throughout the state, Tritex offers multiple types of turf and grass to fit any need. Tritex Grass is the official grass provider for the Texas High School Baseball Coaches Association. Call Tritex now at 888-221-0422 and determine the right turf grass for you. In 2014, Uppercut Granite was founded with the mission to provide the highest quality fabrication and installation services to home builders, homeowners, and commercial contractors in the DFW and southern Oklahoma areas. With more than 50 years of combined experience in the countertop fabrication industry, the partners of Uppercut Granite possess the skills and expertise necessary to complete even the most difficult projects. Visit Uppercut Granite Showroom at 1235 JC Lane in Pilot Point, Texas, or call 940-765-3525 to schedule an appointment. Go Bearcats!
Located in Pilot Point, Texas, the Chandler family has been making custom cabinets for over 40 years. As a team, Chandler Cabinets is committed to designing and building the perfect cabinets for you. They will make the process comfortable and stress-free by personally guaranteeing a superior product built on the standard of superior craftsmanship and immaculate customer satisfaction. From concept to completion, perfect form and function. Chandler Cabinets is an award-winning company with a reputation for consistent innovation at the highest level of design. You can find more information on Chandler Cabinets at chandlercabinets.net or on their Facebook page, Chandler Cabinets. Chandler Cabinets, 40 years of excellence.
Justice Creek Art Studio, located on the north side of the Pilot Point Square, is the newest way to let your creativity flow. The owner, Sheila, a teacher of 15 years, can help you and your family's imagination roam free. Justice Creek Art Studio offers both adult and kids classes, in-studio pottery painting, private events, and even art-to-go kits for when you're on the go. Coming from an amateur artist, Sheila made the experience fun and easy. Classes book quick, so run on over to www.justicecreekartstudio.net to find the class for you, or swing on into the studio and meet our favorite artist yourself.
Russell PELZEL with Hometown Pharmacy has built a reputation on providing only excellent service and support to the Pilot Point community. You can depend on Hometown Pharmacy to deliver the best customer service along with a selection of quality healthcare products. When you use Hometown Pharmacy, you will work with a knowledgeable and understanding staff who will help you find the right products and solutions tailored to fit your lifestyle, as well as equipment that will integrate into your daily life. Contact Hometown Pharmacy at 940-686-0123.
Hey Bearcat fans, this is Coach Marsh. I know that whenever practice is over and I get home late, the first place I think of is Nick's Italian. You can go to Nick's Italian or you can call it at 940-686-2520. You get great quality food at a great price, not to mention the friendly service that you receive from Nick and his staff. Next time you're hungry and you don't feel like dragging out all those pots and pans and trying to cook for a family of 6, call Nick's Italian and they'll take care of you. Nick's has been family owned and operated since 2003. You can find the restaurant at 1340 South Highway 377 in Pilot Point, Texas. Support a veteran-owned business in Nick's Italian. Go Bearcats.
Hi, I'm Chance Kirby, the broker at IRIC Real Estate. For 68 years, IRIC Real Estate has been serving Pilot Point and the North Central Texas area. At IRIC Real Estate, we understand that each client has their own unique needs. That is why we have 8 realtors on staff to meet those needs. Be it buying or selling, residential, commercial, or farm and ranch, we have a realtor ready to work with you. Don't let just anyone handle the single largest investment that your family may ever make. Trust that process to a local office that knows the area and will handle your transaction ethically and responsibly. You can find IRIC Real Estate at pilotpoint.com or feel free to call me directly at 940-300-6900. IRIC Real Estate, serving the area since 1952. Advanced Care Veterinary Hospital, Pilot Point, has been caring for animals around the Pilot Point area for the past 30 years. Large and small pets can expect a quality experience unmatched by other clinics. Advanced Care Veterinary Hospital of Pilot Point offers all the services you expect from your veterinarian. They provide preventative care, which includes vaccinations, flea, tick, and heartworm prevention. They also provide sick animal care, surgical, and dental needs with their full-service lineup. Good luck to the Bearcats this season from Advanced Care Veterinary Hospital of Pilot Point, where pets are family. The Curtis and Holly Peacock family are proud supporters of Pilot Point ISD. The perseverance that our students have shown in these unprecedented times is a true reflection of what it means to be a Pilot Point Bearcat. The Peacocks want to wish all students in Pilot Point ISD a great 2021 school year and encourage them to continue to be an example to others. The Peacock family is always behind the Pilot Point Bearcats and Lady Cats. And remember, it is a great day to be a Pilot Point Bearcat.
Soy el 61, me llamo Víctor Arreguín. Estoy escuchando a la estación de Bearcat Football en pilotpointbearcats.com.
All right, guys, welcome to the Hometown Pharmacy halftime show. We're going to get in here. We're going to go over some Pilot Point Bearcat stats, some things that we saw, some things we expect to see in the second half, and then we're going to go to another short commercial break to get you to the second half of the game. So the stats are pretty easy to go by here, John. A lot of production by a few players. So Max Holler, he's 5 for 10 for 80 yards through the air, including the touchdown pass that he made to, I believe it was Aiden Cox. Yeah. Rushing wise, he has another 10 carries for 85 yards, so 165 yards of total offense so far for Max Holler in the first half. Ish Harris has added 7 carries for 45 yards, and he was the one that punched in that, I think it was a 3 or 4 yard touchdown run in the first half. Catches, Aiden Cox has 3 catches for 41 yards, including that touchdown. And Aston Kirby with 1 catch for, I believe it's 19 yards early in the first half. So we did have another guy get involved, and that was Dorian Sikora. And he had 1 carry for 4 yards, and he also had 1 catch for 4 yards. So that was number 11, Dorian Soroka. Soroka. Yeah, Soroka. So that's the Pilot Point stats for the first half. So Max Holler in his debut at quarterback, he's not turned the ball over. He's accounted for 165 yards of offense and a touchdown. So I'd say it's a pretty good half for him.
Yeah, did a good job taking over quarterback from Jacob Pitts, who was a stud the last couple of years. So like we said in the pregame, it was key that the new quarterback stepped up, and Max has certainly done that.
He sure has. So the Heat, I know it's taken its toll throughout the half. I think we handled it a lot better, but I think it's, their skill position players are playing at in high usage positions on both sides of the ball. While I think our players are getting to be cycled in and out a little bit better, a little more efficiently and saving some energy here. But well, I'll tell you what. Go back to the end of that first half. We were sitting here saying, oh well, one more run and we're going to be at halftime. And that was at Plainview's own 5-yard line, and the half ended with the guy going out of bounds at the Pilot Point 1-yard line.
Absolutely. Yeah, we kind of we're flirting with danger there at the very end, but we got out of halftime without giving up any points. So we were a little bit fortunate, and the 10 just kind of fell out of bounds right before, or got knocked out of bounds right as halftime was over.
Speaking of number 10, he stayed on the ground for quite a while there after the half ended. So I was trying to watch and wait to okay, let's see him get up before we go to half, but it just kept staying on the ground, and finally he was attended to, and I'm sure they ended up getting him off and getting him to the locker room. So hopefully for them he comes out. Never want to see a kid get hurt, so hopefully he comes out for the second half and gets to play.
Yeah,
but
it's early season, Ryne. It does look like the temperature and just the usage that he's playing, offense and defense, it's taking a toll on him. And if that continues in the second half, I think Plainview's in trouble because they haven't shown really, other than a couple of runs by Caden Pickens at 32, that they've got really any other deep play threat. Maybe the quarterback if he gets loose.
Yeah, so the second half of this game with the heat and everybody's tired, it's going to be toughness. And I think some of the things I've heard Coach David say over the last couple weeks. This Pilot Point team, it's about being a high character individual and being tough and being a Bearcat. And I think that's what you're going to see from Pilot Point in the second half. And I think we have a 15-0 lead, and but Plainview does get the ball to start the second half. So
yeah, we're going to see if Coach Joe Price over there at Plainview, if he can clean up all those penalties. They've got to be upset. I've been watching their emotions from the coaches on their sideline after all these penalties, and they're not. They're keeping their emotions in check, so maybe they understand with a young team that they're going to have some penalties. But if they don't get that cleaned up, they're in trouble here in the second half.
Yeah. So this hometown pharmacy halftime show, that is one thing that I was going to point out was penalty-wise. And, I think, honestly, penalty-wise, we're talking about Plainview and their penalties. I think how many times each team has been penalized has probably been pretty close. But unfortunately, Pilot Point's been getting theirs in the 10, 15-yard variety, as while Plainview's been keeping theirs mostly at the 5-yard.
Right.
Well, here to end this halftime show, we want to do a few shout-outs here. So, John?
Yeah, one shout-out to my wife. It was her birthday yesterday. Erin Teresa Todd Little. She's been a teacher. I told you, Ryne, that's her 21st year, I believe. She's a teacher in Allen.
It's an interesting year to be a teacher.
Oh, absolutely. She said that it's by far the toughest year to be a teacher with all the different protocols and all the different directions they got to go and all the guidelines they got to adhere to. So she's out there doing good work. And teachers, all the teachers and coaches and all these coaches, they're teachers first. God bless them. And then also my sister-in-law, it was her birthday last Saturday, Diane Nortman, and you're good friends with her son. My nephew, Big Head Chris.
Big Head Chris.
That's right. But Diane's been battling cancer, so we're all praying for Diane. And but we're all optimistic that she's doing good. She's had a couple surgeries here lately, but we expect her to recover and be out there. She's the postal worker that everybody knows.
Everybody in town knows her.
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah. I've heard things are progressing pretty well. Well, that's about it for your hometown pharmacy halftime. We're going to go to a quick commercial break before we come back for the kickoff of the second half. So bear with us for a few minutes here, and we'll be back.
2020 has been a roller coaster of a year, but there's one thing I know that brings Pilot Point together better than anything, and that's Bearcat football and high school sports. Hi, I'm Realtor Travis Irick with Irick Real Estate. My family has lived in Pilot Point for over 100 years, so we know the area and love the community. If you have any real estate needs, please contact me or find me on Facebook. I look forward to working with you. Go Bearcats!
Life beyond the big city requires a SIX+Mango equipment Frisco can-do attitude. Couple that along with a Kubota L-Series tractor, the #1 selling compact tractor in America, and you'll have the versatility and power to hook up to as many attachments needed to get the job done right. Stop by today or go to SIX+Mango.com, that's 6 spelled out, to see the full Kubota tractor line. Ask for Champ Walker. He'll be happy to help you with your next purchase. SIX+Mango Equipment and Kubota, they never miss an opportunity. For your equipment, call Champ Walker at 972-979-4261.
PELZEL Barbershop and Salon and Southern Junkies has been home of the Bearcats since 1973. Whether you are looking for a classic crew cut or the perfect game day outfit, we have you covered. We carry a few fan favorite brands including Hey Dude Shoes, Judy Blue Jeans, Z Supply Clothing, and Orleans Candle Company. Come check us out on the north side of the square in downtown Pilot Point or online at www.southernjunkies.com, and that is junkies with a Z. And don't forget, go Bearcats!
Connect your life to the world with Speed of Light broadband. In the age of information, the internet is no longer a convenience or luxury. It is an essential element of the human experience. The internet has changed the way we think about and interact with the world. At Speed of Light broadband, we unite communities to this universe of information through fixed, high-speed wireless broadband connections. Speed of Light broadband's internet service is faster and more reliable than DSL or satellite connections. Speed of Light broadband. We bring your home and your community into the digital future.
For 25 years, Gary and Tammy Rock, owners of Twin Cities South Trailer Sales, have been providing the equestrian community with high-quality products and services. As the nation's largest volume dealer for Sundowner and Featherlight trailers, Twin Cities South Trailer Sales supports the horse show world by providing award trailers to the APHC and NRHA. So if you're looking for a trailer, whether it's hauling your champion to the next horse show, hauling cattle to the sale, your prize vintage car to the car show, or just about anything you need to move, then give us a call or stop in our store located in Pilot Point, Texas.
If you needed brain surgery, would you hire a part-time brain surgeon? No, you would not. The same philosophy holds true when hiring a realtor. Trent Trubenbach with Scribner Real Estate is a full-time realtor. Trent will treat your real estate transaction as it should be. The most important financial decision your family has ever made. Don't settle for a part-time realtor to do a full-time job. Call Trent Trubenbach with Scribner Real Estate today and hire a full-time real estate professional. That's Trent Trubenbach with Scribner Real Estate at 469-583-5072. Trent Trubenbach, the full-time realtor.
Since 1983, the Scott Walker Insurance Agency has been covering the insurance needs of Pilot Point. Regardless of what that need may be, they have you covered, offering homeowners, auto, life, farm and ranch, and commercial. Give them a call at 940-686-2692. That's Germania Insurance, the Scott Walker Insurance Agency, located just north of the town square at 211 Scott Lane in Pilot Point, Texas. Scott Walker Insurance Agency, always there to help.
We want to wish our varsity cheerleader, Abby, a great senior year. Love Mom, Dad, and Michael.
Hi, I'm Laura Bradley with IRIC Real Estate here in Pilot Point. Growing up and living in this area my whole life allows me to have the expertise that is needed to better serve clients in this area. As a top producing agent with over 15 years of real estate experience, I believe in being a dedicated, hard-working realtor who strives to put clients first. It's about building relationships, not closing transactions. Feel free to call or text for all your real estate needs at 940-390-3911, or you can visit my website at southernlifeliving.com. When experience counts, call Laura, your local IRIC real estate agent.
Hey Bearcat fans, living in North Texas, you know all about bad weather. When bad weather does strike, look no further than James Floyd's Custom Roofing and Construction. Custom Roofing and Construction has built their business off of quality work and customer referrals. Let their friendly and knowledgeable staff ensure the project runs smoothly from start to finish. You can visit Custom Roofing and Construction on their website, customroofingdallas.com, or give them a call at 214-274-8353.
Point Bank is proud to support the Pilot Point Bearcats 2020 football season. Open your real free checking account with Point Bank and show your Bearcat pride with a Point Bank school logo debit card, custom designed with the Pilot Point High School logo on the front. Visit pointbank.com to know more. Point Bank, your neighbors love us, you will too. Member FDIC.
Enjoy that old-time country feel at the Martin General Store, located in downtown Pilot Point on the historic Pilot Point Square. The best way to describe the general store is it has a little bit of everything, from Circle-y candles to specialty jams, dressings, sauces, home decor, kitchen decor, goat's milk soap, jewelry, a large assortment of old-time candy, nostalgic toys and books, pet toys and treats, greeting cards and gift wrap. She also serves cold drinks, and last but not least, Beth Marie's ice cream. That's Martin General Store, a little bit of everything.
Hi, I'm Greg PELZEL. Here at PELZEL Printing, we do custom embroidery, custom screen printing, and promotional product. You can reach Greg PELZEL at 940-453-5443. Go Bearcats.
Hey Bearcat fans, it's varsity cheerleader Abby Walker, and you're listening to Bearcat Football on PilotPointBearcats.com. Go Bearcats!
And we're back, Bearcat fans, for the second half here. We got a little under a minute before we get kicked off here. Pilot Point and Plainview getting ready to take the field for the second half. Like we covered in the Hometown Pharmacy halftime show, strong showing for Max Holler in the first half of his quarterback debut. attitude-wise, looks like Pilot Point's engaged and is still looking tough and like they've got some life in them. Plainview left the field, on the few plays they gave them some life, but emotionally they looked dejected. Yeah,
they really did. A lot of guys with their head down. A lot of them immediately taking their helmet off. But I mean, maybe the conditioning's a factor. I'm sure they're beaten down by all the penalties and just sloppy play overall in that first half, and then not getting in the end zone had to be heartbreaking there at the end.
Get all the way from your own 5 to the other opponent's 1. Pilot Point, Plainview have now taken the field. Something I wanted to talk about earlier about conditioning-wise is who was your head coach?
Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones. Did y'all do a lot of conditioning during 2 days?
Oh yeah.
Man, I tell you what, one thing Coach Felt told us, he made a deal with us way before the summer started. If you guys come to camp in shape, we won't run during camp.
Wow.
And so we held them to it, but we ran.
Yeah.
We ran during the off season. We worked, and we'd show up, and the first day of camp, he would kind of gauge our fitness. And my junior year, he told us that. We ran conditioning the first 3 days of camp. And my senior year, we showed up, and he had gauged our conditioning. We didn't have to run conditioning a single time through that 09 season. But a benefit we had is we had a lot of players who weren't playing both ways. But, it kind of showed we didn't need it. We played 15 games, and we were probably the most in shape team in each one of those games. So, but
looking out here on this field and thinking about that makes me cringe a little bit because I can still remember running beef eaters, or what we called them, from this sideline to that sideline and back. And that was at the end of practice in 2 days for all the mistakes we made. And then as far as playing both ways, I believe my senior year it was just myself and Paul Dennis. And for a while there, I was playing on every special team and everything else, but I can also remember being stretched out over here and having cramps a lot.
Yeah, well, speaking of cramps, your old nephew, Big Head Chris, he had a full body cramp after 2 days one day. That was the craziest thing I've ever seen. But, all right, guys, sorry we had a quick delay there, but you didn't miss any action. Number 55 for Plainview cramped, and they had to walk him off the field, but Plainview's getting ready to take the first snap of the second half. Quarterback with the running back next to him, trips right, one receiver left. And he looks to take the snap, and it's going to be a dive play up the middle to Caden Pickens. And, Jay Cox said, fumble, ball popped out. Pilot Point, it's going to be a scrub for it, but it's pretty clear. Pilot Point got it. First play of the second half starts with a Caden Pickens fumble for Plainview. And look at him, he's there. He's cramping. It looks like Caden is cramping. May have played in to the fumble, but Pilot Point got it. It looked like number 11, I believe, Dorian Soroka with the recovery. But that's the second turnover today for Plainview. Fumble that Pilot Point's jumped on. This will be a big loss for Plainview, though.
Oh, yeah. We're seeing guys go down with cramps the last two plays. The previous play was 55, Lane Johnson, who's also pretty active on their defense, Ryne, and now 32, Caden Pickens.
This is their heart and soul in the defense. Sideline to sideline, tough running back.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to keep him out long, but he's still suffering down there.
He looks suffering. I mean, he tossed his helmet aside.
He's in pain.
He is in pain. But hey, anybody who's had one of these Charlie horses before, they know what it brings. So but I hope he gets back because he's a tough kid. He's fun to watch play. It was a good carry there on first down. He had about 7 yards, but I don't know if the cramp happened in the middle of the run or what, but the ball just squirted out without him being really contacted that heavily. So he's still down on the turf here. They're stretching him out. They're talking to him. Hopefully they're going to be – he looks like he's going to be able to get him.
I'm a little bit surprised that, his first couple of plays back into the half, and we're already dealing with cramps.
Well, yeah, I mean,
maybe sitting out at halftime and
not stretching it out. Yeah, you got to keep moving. Because your muscles go from exhausted to get that break, and then immediately back to full action. So they've got him on his feet.
Maybe.
It's not looking good, John. I hope to see him back, but I don't know.
Maybe it's something more serious than a cramp because he's struggling to even get to his feet.
Yeah, but how he's keeping his legs so straight. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's hard to tell from up here. Coach David is going over there seeing if he can provide any assistance. I don't know if we have a card or anything that can help him get off because that's about 40 yards from this side to that side that he's going to have to be walked or
Yeah, you just don't want to see any kid. Doesn't matter if it's their team, our team. You don't want to see anybody in pain.
No, definitely. And I mean, even if he's one of their best players, I'd still like to see him play.
He's limping off now. He seems to be.
Probably have to get him an IV after the game or something. Get him rehydrated. I really think it's just a pretty bad cramp. The way he was keeping his legs just locked out straight. I've been there. I have been there. Luckily for me, it never happened to me.
My electrolyte of choice was Mountain Dew back in the day, so that didn't treat me too well in the fourth quarter.
I am not a fan of pickles. I do not like pickles.
Oh, pickle juice. So
one day after 2 days, I was in such pain and agony, I decided I was going to have to drink straight from the jar. Pilot Point's lined here in the I formation. Oh, no, they're not. They're in a pistol, running back behind Max Holler with a fullback. First play is a run to the left side. He's got some room. Ish Harris turns it up. Ish Harris to the outside. He turns the corner, and he's going to get 11 yards on first down. So that's an Irish Real Estate first down on the first offensive play for the half for the Bearcats. This half, you started off with a turnover. You get a first down in your first offensive play. It'd be a big deal to run down here and get a touchdown to start off the second half.
Yeah, you want to punch this in right here, and it'll really take the life out of
no.
penalty.
Here we go. Advanced Care Vet Hospital. They're getting their mentions today. That is another penalty. Looks like it's going to be a hold. It wasn't obvious. I didn't see it during the play, and I was looking down the line of scrimmage. But nonetheless, doesn't matter what I think. The Zebras called it, so we're going to have 1st and 20. It eliminates with just the momentum we talked about building, about creating a turnover and getting a big run. Kind of sets us back with a turnover there. So the offense is looking to the sideline, getting their calls. And they have them now. We're lined up, ready to go. So this time we are under center. Max Holler with an I right formation. Pitches it out to Ish Harris on the right, but he's going to run it between the tackles. He's going to get from about the 48 to the 52-yard line. So we get 4 yards back on that play. So we're going to have
nice play by Joey Barker, number 77 there.
So the down marker says second. I think that was first down. So I think it should be second and 16.
Yeah.
I guess the guy forgot to change it to 1. So here we go. We're keeping it at 2. 2nd and 16 for the Bearcats. 11-15 and counting. This is a pistol formation with an up back to the left. Ish Harris behind Max Holler. Two receivers left. Fake handoff, play action, roll out for Max Holler. He's got a guy open. Tight coverage. That was a tough throw, and it was a little bit underthrown. It was not an awful throw, but if it was a little bit higher, Aiden Cox could have caught that. The coverage was good.
Yeah, that was 19. That was Reese Taylor, their quarterback.
Max Holler put it on the sideline where he needed to. It just didn't quite have the distance to get there, but it was a good effort. So we're gonna have 3rd and 14 here. 3rd and 14 from the Indian 48-yard line. So sorry for the blip in coverage there. We were having some technical difficulties here with a connection issue at one point, but we're back, and at least the computer lets me know when we have that issue, unlike the first half when we had no idea. But here we are, 4th and 14. Pilot Point's lined up to punt. We're going to play the field position game, and it's not number 10 back. It's number 19 back to receive the punt. So we're gonna punt. Aiden Cox catches it and he kicks it. It's a good kick. He's gonna be fielded about the 10. He muffs it, but he's able to immediately cover it. Plainview's gonna get the ball 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Real nice coverage right there. Looked like Edwin Rodriguez, number 10, on the coverage.
Yeah, well, hey, we wanted some points there, but the field position game. That's what we're playing here. When you're up 15, you can kind of afford to play the field position game, so that's not the worst thing that could happen. But here we go. So it's going to be interesting to see the running options. A lot of Pooh Norman, I guess, is going to be coming from Plainview here with Caden Pickens being out for the time being.
That's right.
But it's going to be from the 11-yard line, 1st and 10 for Plainview here. Pilot Point defense is out there and ready to stand strong. They've been having a good game so far.
Morgan Pearson is back out there, the big play guy.
Nice to see him recover from the first half. It's going to be 3 trips right for Plainview with Morgan Pearson as the far out receiver. Roll out towards him, looking for him down the sideline. Good coverage. They're going to. Man!
A nice catch.
So it was
nice
good
play.
Coverage by Aiden Kirby. Ashton Kirby still caught. The catch was made.
High pointed it.
Yeah, but there was going to be an offensive or defensive pass interference on the play, but it's going to be waved off because the catch was a good play by the receiver.
Yeah, quarterback put in a good spot there. Nice high ball.
In that sort of setting, that's all you can ask for from your corner. The corner was there. He was in good position. The receiver made a good play.
And I see Lane Johnson's out there again, the guy that went off earlier, number 55 cramping, and now he's going back to the sideline. being replaced because he's still dealing with cramps.
Yeah. Well, that's what you want to see if you're Plainview there, but now I like this matchup better. Morgan Pearson is going to come down to the bottom side of the screen where he's going to be matched up against Ish Harris. Yeah. So we're going to have two receivers right, 2 receivers left for Plainview on 1st and 10. Back to pass, looking right, pressured immediately. Looked like a middle screen there by Ty. Another fumble!
Yes,
Pilot Point recovers it!
Love to see it.
There, Jay Cox forced the fumble. Like a little middle tight end screen there. Guy catches it, tried to make it missed. Jay Cox swatted at the ball, knocked it out of his hands, and that is the 3rd fumble forced by your Bearcat defense today.
Yeah, I didn't see who recovered it, but I saw Max Holler and Aston Kirby coming off the play there.
Yeah, number 5, Jay Cox, was the one who forced the fumble. Yeah, he used. I wasn't a hit that made the fumble. He swatted the football. He actually hit the football out of his hands. So, we got another opportunity here, force another turnover, another possession starting in Plainview territory. Let's score some points here. First and 10 from Plainview's 41-yard line. Max Holler is quarterback, 2 receivers left.
I think we're going to take a shot with Aston down here.
He's got some space. Handoff up the middle to look to be number 21 Ish Harris for 1 yard, so it's a 1-yard gain at the middle on the first carry.
Ryne, I was always a big fan of taking a shot at the end zone after a turnover like that. Try to really put them on their heels. I don't know about you.
Flag.
That was a super late flag.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Pilot Point Bearcats. The flag came super late. We were already everybody was already in the huddle. I don't think it might have been on Ish Harris. Ish Harris has come off the field.
12 in the huddle or something?
No, they definitely called a personal foul.
What? Oh.
Yeah, number 21, Ish Harris is on the sideline with his helmet off, getting counseled by Coach David. I have no idea what happened. Maybe he said something to the official, because the Bearcats were basically all separated. They were kind of in their own little huddle, and the flag came out. So that's an advanced care vet hospital penalty there. Another 15-yarders assessed on the Bearcats. This is something that we'll have to get cleared up before we go to Fort Worth next week and play Castleberry. But, so here we go. Once again, we started off in great position, and here we are. That was after a dead ball penalty, so we don't get first down back, so it's going to be 2nd and 24.
25.
Max Holler rolls out left to pass, looking down the field. He has a man, but he has to spin back. He's going to take it off, and he's going to run. He's going to get some yards.
Got some room while we're on this near sideline.
Max Holler up the sideline. He's running. He's down to the 20 before he's finally pushed out, and there was a late hit on the flag. Finally, Pilot Point's going to get a break here after the huge run by Max Holler. So he starts at his own 45, and he goes all the way down to 20. So that's a 35-yard scramble. And what a play. I mean, it may have only been a 35-yard gain, but he probably ran 75 yards.
Yeah, he did. Play. He started on the other sideline and came all the way near side and ran all the way up the sideline to the 15, and it looks like number 19 for Plainview hit him late.
Hit him late, so it's going to be half the distance to the goal because the 35-yard takes us in. That's an IRIC Real Estate first down, and we are deep in the Point Bank red zone here. So Pilot Point's going to get the ball 1st and goal from the 8. Max Holler was a rollout left pass. He reversed field and ends up with a 35-yard run. But here we go, 2 receivers left, one to the right, handoff. Oh, no, Max Holler keeps it up the middle, spins inside the 5. Max Holler has this skill to look like he's shutting it down and not running fast, but he's shifty. He'll give a little juke move, give a little spin move. I like watching him run like that.
Absolutely.
So we have 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line here, looking to the sideline to get a call. We got Dorian's. I'm going to get this name right at some point. Dorian
Soroka
in the backfield next to him, and it's going to be a sprint out right. Max Holler run, and this is going to be it's going to be about a 4-yard gain. So we're going to have 3rd and goal from just inside the 1 here. Dorian Soroka was the lead blocker on the play. It was a designed quarterback sweep right. So Ashton Curry's coming out. Troy Tincher's going to come in. I think Troy Tincher plays kind of an H-back, like a fullback type, modern-day fullback type position. I'd look for probably another power type run.
We've been going just Pilot Point to the max the last 3 plays,
Yeah, I like it. Pull your fullback and your running back as blockers. But this one is going to be a handoff to Dorian Soroka, and that's a PELZEL printing Pilot Point touchdown.
Yes, sir.
There we go. That's what we've been waiting to see. We wanted that after the first turnover. We didn't get it, but we got it that time. So there's the PELZEL printing touchdown.
Real nice drive after that penalty put him back.
Yeah, the 35-yard run was the impact play on the drive there by Max Holler. What a play. We are in the swinging gate. It looks like we've got the call to run a play. We're going for a 2-point conversion here. So, Jay Cox catches it, tries to run right up the middle, and he's going to be hit. It's going to be close. They are going to say that extra point attempt is no good. So, the Nick's Italian point after attempt is no good. They were going for 2 out of the swinging gate. So far today, we are 1 for 2 on the swinging gate and 1 for 1 with our extra point attempt. So, our Laura Bradley check of the scoreboard here with 8 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. We have the score, your Pilot Point Bearcats 21, the Plainview Indians 0.
Russell Pelzel with Hometown Pharmacy has built a reputation on providing only excellent service and support to the Pilot Point community. You can depend on Hometown Pharmacy to deliver the best customer service along with a selection of quality healthcare products. When you use Hometown Pharmacy, you will work with a knowledgeable and understanding staff who will help you find the right products and solutions tailored to fit your lifestyle, as well as equipment that will integrate into your daily life. Contact Hometown Pharmacy at 940-686-0123.
Hey Bearcat fans, this is Coach Marsh. I know that whenever practice is over and I get home late, the first place I think of is Nick's Italian. You can go to Nick's Italian or you can call it at 940-686-2520. You get great quality food at a great price, not to mention the friendly service that you receive from Nick and his staff. Next time you're hungry and you don't feel like dragging out all those pots and pans and trying to cook for a family of 6, call Nick's Italian and they'll take care of you. Nick's has been family owned and operated since 2003. You can find the restaurant at 1340 South Highway 377 in Pilot Point, Texas. Support a veteran-owned business in Nick's Italian. Go Bearcats.
Hi, I'm Chance Kirby, the broker at Irick Real Estate. For 68 years, Irick Real Estate has been serving Pilot Point and the North Central Texas area. At Irick Real Estate, we understand that each client has their own unique needs. That is why we have 8 realtors on staff to meet those needs. Be it buying or selling, residential, commercial, or farm and ranch, we have a realtor ready to work with you. Don't let just anyone handle the single largest investment that your family may ever make. Trust that process to a local office that knows the area and will handle your transaction ethically and responsibly. You can find Irick Real Estate at pilotpoint.com or feel free to call me directly at 940-300-6900. Irick Real Estate, serving the area since 1952. Advanced Care Veterinary Hospital, Pilot Point, has been caring for animals around the Pilot Point area for the past 30 years. Large and small pets can expect a quality experience unmatched by other clinics. Advanced Care Veterinary Hospital of Pilot Point offers all the services you expect from your veterinarian. They provide preventative care, which includes vaccinations, flea, tick, and heartworm prevention. They also provide sick animal care, surgical, and dental needs with their full-service lineup. Good luck to the Bearcats this season from Advanced Care Veterinary Hospital of Pilot Point, where pets are family. The Curtis and Holly Peacock family are proud supporters of Pilot Point ISD. The perseverance that our students have shown in these unprecedented times is a true reflection of what it means to be a Pilot Point Bearcat. The Peacocks want to wish all students in Pilot Point ISD a great 2021 school year and encourage them to continue to be an example to others. The Peacock family is always behind the Pilot Point Bearcats and Lady Cats. And remember, it is a great day to be a Pilot Point Bearcat.
I'm number 11, Dorian Soroka, and you're listening to Bearcat Football on PilotPointBearcats.com.
So the defense is continuing strong, making a few turnovers. The Plainview Indians are getting worn down quite a bit. But we have a Chandler cabinet scoring drive summary, and it's going to sound odd because we had a huge play by Max Holler, but it was after a penalty. So we had a 41-yard touchdown drive there. It took 1 minute and 30 seconds off the clock, and it was punched in by a 2-yard Dorian Soroka touchdown run. So it's nice to see him get involved there when Ish was out after the penalty. And
yeah, it was a nice way to finish off the drive by Soroka right there.
It was 5 plays and 41 yards. The drive seemed longer because the multiple penalties, but man, the key play of the drive was 100% the rollout pass left where Max Holler reverses field, comes all the way back to the right side. 35 yards, man.
Absolutely.
And then, the hit out of bounds, Max Holler took the hit. It wasn't a huge hit, but it was clearly late.
Yeah, and it obviously didn't take anything out of him because he carried the rock the next two carries, Ryne, to put him down there within striking distance before Soroka punched it in.
So another pooch kick, and nobody's there to field it, and Pilot Point recovers it. That's what I was talking about there.
Yes, sir.
That's a position where you pooch it, you put it in the hands of guys who aren't used to the responsibility of having to try to field it. They're all looking at somebody else to field it. Pilot Point jumps on it. So this half, besides the one drive being derailed by penalties, it couldn't have gone any better than this going.
Absolutely, and that was number 18, Stephen Rodas.
The special teams play there.
Junior with the great special teams play, jumping on that football before the front line of Plainview could react.
That's just something that those guys are not prepared for. So, if you missed it on the kickoff, Pilot Point pooched it. Just past the front line, they could have fielded it, but nobody was there. Pilot Point recovers it. So Pilot Point 1st and 10 on Plainview's 41-yard line. Max Holler takes a snap, hands it to Ish Harris, makes a man miss, bounces it out left, cuts it back, spins in the middle, and now there's a gang, and they're pushing the pile. It's going to be a 14-yard gain on 1st down for Ish Harris. That's an Irish Real Estate 1st down. That's a heck of a run there. So there wasn't a whole lot of room. He made his room there around the outside, and then spun back inside there to get the yardage. So here we go, 1st and 10.
We look like we're just wearing them out, Ryan.
That's right, 1st and 10 from the Indian 26-yard line. Pre-snap penalty there. We were ready for the snap before we were ready for the center was ready to go. So we're going to make a substitution here.
Look like
Coach Marsh is not happy at
Soroka,
somebody.
yeah.
Yes, Coach Marsh is not happy at somebody.
Coach Marsh means business. Got that hat backwards.
Yeah,
He's ready to go.
I think he knows whose fault that was. So here we go, 1st and 15 from the 32-yard line, from the Plainview Indian 32-yard line. So we're already in Plainview territory. Hopefully we can overcome this 5-yard pre-snap penalty. Snap, pitch right to Ish Harris. He's going to cut it up. Good blocking.
Got some room.
He's going to get to 30. Good block by receiver. He's going to get to the 24. He's hit pretty hard by number 10, who then kind of taunts over him. But
kind of flexed on him, didn't he?
You can taunt all you want, but you just let up a 14-yard run. So we're going to go from 1st and 15 to 2nd and 1. It always confuses me when the defensive back makes a hit and he flexes, or he makes, and then the receiver caught the ball, or the running back just made a big play.
Now you're in my wheelhouse because I play cornerback, But I tried not to flex whenever we were losing 21-0. I'll tell you that.
Or when you just let up a big game.
Our coaches always told us to let the scoreboard do the talking for you.
Max Holler, pistol right, takes the ball, dive to Dorian Soroka, who's going to have a tough carry there down to the 11-yard line. So that's a Pilot Point, Irish Real Estate 1st down, deep into the Point Bank red zone.
Soroka's really coming on as kind of a
good change of pace.
Yeah, a good change of pace, and he's taking care of the ball. See, he's carrying it with 2 hands.
He was a tough runner there.
Real secure, tough runs.
So here we go. A weird type double I pistol formation, but Plainview's going to call a timeout. So this double I, we have 2 fullbacks, the quarterback's in the pistol, and then behind him is a running back. So that's a pretty interesting formation. Anybody who's played the old NCAA games back in the day, I think that formation is called Maryland. It's 2 fullbacks and a running back. The only difference is this is shotgun.
They need to bring that back, by the way, the NCAA football game. I guess with all the licensing disagreements they're in, that they haven't been able to do it, but that's one of the all-time greats right
That
there.
is an all-time. I own a PlayStation 3 for the sole purpose of every now and then I pull out the NCAA 2014 and I play it. So Laura Bradley scoreboard check here. 7 minutes and 25 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. It's your Pilot Point Bearcats 21, Plainview Indians nothing, with your Bearcats driving. And now let's go to a Travis Irick out-of-town scoreboard.
So number 2 Argyle Eagles are beating Decatur 56-3 with 6:28 left in 3rd quarter.
Does that say Decatur was ranked number 10?
Decatur is ranked number 10, but Argyle is just a machine at number 2, and they're up 56-3. So Argyle's always rolling. Sanger's up on Clifton 18-14 with 8 minutes left in the 4th quarter. So Sanger's trying to hang on for a victory there.
Gunner.
And then Gunner, number 1 Gunner at Van Alstyne's up 34-0 with 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
That's a future Pilot Point opponent, Gunner, right there. Well, the first play of the drive here in the Point Bank red zone was a run up the middle, and it was a decent gain down to the 6-yard line. So Pilot Point's going to have 2nd goal from the 6. We've got a shotgun formation. We're going in a hurry. Max Holler takes a snap, hands it off to number 11, Dorian Soroka, who gets down inside the 1. That is a tough run, man. He's always got hands grabbing at him. He's just fighting through them. So here we go, big play, 3rd and 1. I was mistaken on my count earlier. First and goal from the 1.
I'd go back to him.
Yeah, quarterback sneak, Max Holler, touchdown. That is a PELZEL printing touchdown. It was I was wrong a little earlier. That play was 1st and goal from the 1, and a Max Holler under center snaps, dives it in for a touchdown, and we have another cramping Indian on the field.
Yeah, he's laying down, and Max is limping a little bit too, but he's fighting through it. And once again, we go pilot point to the Max. That guy, he's stepped up, and he's filling the Shaq size 17 shoes of Jacob Pitts from the last couple of years. This first game, he's done a real good job managing this game.
Yeah, he sure has. He's a player. And right there when we got into the goal line, I guess Coach David is sensing the spare that the Indians are in with they're not really in the best of shape. So there, once we got in the red zone, once inside the 10, we started really going at a higher pace.
Right.
That quarterback sneak there was basically a hurry-up offense. Once the ball was set, we ran it.
Yeah, and Plainview tried to, did a good job taking a timeout a little bit earlier there to try to get their guys to get their second win, but it's just nothing's helping them at this point.
Yeah, so as we get in the player off the field, our Chandler Cabinet scoring drive, 6 plays, 41 yards, 1 minute and 45 seconds, punctuated by a 1-yard quarterback sneak by Max Holler for the PELZEL printing touchdown. Your Bearcats, they're having an impressive opening day showing, and this is a good way to start off the season after such a good year last year.
Yeah, absolutely, and there's a lot of questions to be answered with all these young guys graduating 20-plus seniors, and your leading quarterback, leading rusher, leading pass catcher, passing yards, etc. But we're not missing a beat tonight.
No, especially there's just some things that need to be cleaned up a little, but outside of that, the actual exit, that's kind of expected early in the season, some things that need to be cleaned up.
Yeah, and I'm not asking them to run up the score here, but at 27-0, I really like to see a 29. I like to see 29-0. We got to get a 2-point conversion. I don't know if I mentioned that was my number, 29. Right.
Well, hey, if we're going that way, I'd rather see 50 up on the board.
Yeah.
I'll take my 50.
Absolutely. I got an affection for number 52. That was my buddy next to me, Bobby Irwin, All-State tackle, and he was a stud, and we blocked for several 1,000-yard rushers. And I know Bobby's by the channel. He's listening in. He's a Bearcat through and through.
Man, this is something we're gonna get better at as the year progresses. With our delivery just on the mic, but this is gonna turn into a production. We're gonna get a lot of this stuff cleaned up, and I think we're gonna bring a lot to the table for the Bearcat fans that can't necessarily be there week to week, but they can always find us by the dial.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'll try my best to improve my dad jokes just for you as you get closer to being a dad.
So yeah, we got something going on the field here. I don't know. Looks like Plainview Indians coach. He's all the way out on the 10-yard line between the hashes talking to 2 officials.
He's been out there for a while. It looks like it's head coach Joe Price.
I don't know. Lots of cramping players in his end. I don't see any extracurriculars going on that he could be complaining about or anything. So Coach David is not out there partaking in that conversation, so I don't know exactly what it is. Pot Point is in the gate formation. They're going to decide what to do here in a minute. All looking at the sideline. Finally, coaches are set, officials are set. They're calling to swing the gate, so we're going to have a Nick's Italian PAT here for number 22, Joel Ganser here. The second opportunity to kick today. An extra point. He was clean and crisp on the first one.
I'm still pulling for us to score 2 points on this.
Yeah, maybe a fake, throw over the back and let the kid throw.
Maybe just a botch snap, but we run it in.
Snap, kick, hold, kick, and it is up, and it is through. The Nick's Italian extra point is good. It was pressured. It was almost blocked, but at the end of the day, almost doesn't really count. It wasn't blocked, and it went through the uprights. So here we are, Laura Bradley scoreboard check with 6 minutes and 46 seconds left in the third quarter. Your Pilot Point Bearcats 28, the Plainview Indians 0.
Since 1983, the Scott Walker Insurance Agency has been covering the insurance needs of Pilot Point. Regardless of what that need may be, they have you covered, offering homeowners, auto, life, farm and ranch, and commercial. Give them a call at 940-686-2692. That's Germania Insurance, the Scott Walker Insurance Agency, located just north of the town square at 211 Scott Lane in Pilot Point, Texas. Scott Walker Insurance Agency, always there to help.
We want to wish our varsity cheerleader, Abby, a great senior year. Love Mom, Dad, and Michael.
Hi, I'm Laura Bradley with IRIC Real Estate here in Pilot Point. Growing up and living in this area my whole life allows me to have the expertise that is needed to better serve clients in this area. As a top producing agent with over 15 years of real estate experience, I believe in being a dedicated, hard-working realtor who strives to put clients first. It's about building relationships, not closing transactions. Feel free to call or text for all your real estate needs at 940-390-3911, or you can visit my website at southernlifeliving.com. When experience counts, call Laura, your local IRIC real estate agent.
Hey Bearcat fans, living in North Texas, you know all about bad weather. When bad weather does strike, look no further than James Floyd's Custom Roofing and Construction. Custom Roofing and Construction has built their business off of quality work and customer referrals. Let their friendly and knowledgeable staff ensure the project runs smoothly from start to finish. You can visit Custom Roofing and Construction on their website, customroofingdallas.com, or give them a call at 214-274-8353.
Point Bank is proud to support the Pilot Point Bearcats 2020 football season. Open your real free checking account with Point Bank and show your Bearcat pride with a Point Bank school logo debit card, custom designed with the Pilot Point High School logo on the front. Visit pointbank.com to know more. Point Bank, your neighbors love us, you will too. Member FDIC.
Enjoy that old-time country feel at the Martin General Store, located in downtown Pilot Point on the historic Pilot Point Square. The best way to describe the general store is it has a little bit of everything, from Circle-Y candles to specialty jams, dressings, sauces, home decor, kitchen decor, goat's milk soap, jewelry, a large assortment of old-time candy, nostalgic toys and books, pet toys and treats, greeting cards and gift wrap. She also serves cold drinks, and last but not least, Beth Marie's ice cream. That's Martin General Store, a little bit of everything.
Hi, I'm Greg PELZEL. Here at PELZEL Printing, we do custom embroidery, custom screen printing, and promotional product. You can reach Greg PELZEL at 940-453-5443. Go Bearcats.
I'm Brisa Hernandez, and you are listening to Bearcat Football on PilotPointBearcats.com.
So, hey, here we go.
Yeah, I tell you, Ryan, it looks like the boys from Oklahoma do their conditioning all wrong, because, I mean, they are just laying all over the field with cramps, and Pilot Point has really fared much better. So back to my pregame keys of the game, I think we're more prepared.
Well, we definitely look to be the team that came ready to play in some hot weather. We're playing well. Now the defense, there were a few holes in those carries in those first couple of drives for Plainview. They just couldn't hold on to the football. It looked like a slippery bar of soap or something. Then they got to get the kickoff thing figured out. This team's got a lot of things to get prepared for, and hopefully.
I go back to the pooch kick here. I don't know about you.
Oh, well, for sure. I'm trying to put it right behind this
dance with the one that brung you.
Yeah, I'm trying to put it right behind this first line. Just kind of pooch it right over them and make somebody jump on it, because the two times they've had the opportunity to return it, they've got you for pretty big returns. So, but we're teed up. Max Holler's there. Looked around. We're all good to go. Max Holler's hands are up. The kickoff team is spread out. This is a Southern Junkie kickoff.
Deep backs are creeping in now, so.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't put my guys past 20 either. But here we go. It's a pooch kick to the right side, and it's going to be fielded by number 10. Right up the middle. We're going to have to cover here. Couldn't get him down.
Sure he doesn't get that
He's
edge.
going to get the right sideline. Max Holler. Max Holler was there to push him out at about the Bearcat 45. So a lot of running around, but in the end of the day, that's about where I was hoping to stop him at anyways with the pooch kick. But you notice is number 10 looked like he could get the edge, but at the last second started pulling up.
He caught a cramp.
Yeah. Somebody else caught a cramp on the sideline over there. We got a lineman there, just dropped. This is I know it's hot. Man, oh man. I mean, Pilot Point was just doing a better job of hydrating or something, because.
How did you guys deal with cramps? Because we had these big horse potassium pills. I remember choking those down.
Electrolyte pills and this and that. But we had the benefit. I mean, we're the same classification as they are now. But our team was built a certain way where we could go one way on both sides of the ball without really sacrificing talent. A lot of times you could do it on this Bearcat team, but the difference between the guy who could be there and might be a bigger discrepancy. We were blessed like this. We didn't have these issues.
Had that depth.
First play of the drive is a handoff right up the middle, and Pilot Point eats it up for maybe 1 yard on the play. Pilot Point Bearcats D getting tough up the middle.
The entire defensive line was on that tackle. That was a nice gang tackle, and another Plainview Indian down.
Oh, boy. Oh, man. This, once again, doesn't... I know cramping is an issue. Luckily, none of these injuries look like they're, severe injuries. They're just... These poor kids. I guess I feel for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
let me give you a couple more
Travis Irick out-of-town scoreboard.
Scoring updates here. We mentioned Gunner up 34-0 over Van Alstyne. Gunner's number one in state. Melissa and Salina are in a battle, 13-13, 7:45 left in the third quarter. Salina's number 6 in state. Munster's got their hands full to start the fourth quarter. They're down 22-18 to Alvord, so that's kind of a surprising upset alert right there. Hopefully, boys from Munster can pull out that fourth quarter, at 22-18 there.
Well, here we are. We have 6:16 left in the third quarter, and at this rate, it's going to be a long time before we get through this game.
Yeah, I tell you what, I kind of expect Plainview to just go to the dive and try to just get out of here and survive this thing the way that every single play another Plainview kid seems to be down.
Well, they're a young team, so I was reading some stories, watching some news articles on them. They're a pretty young team, so, there are a lot of kids on this team that this is their first experience. So I can tell you there's a lot of being introduced to Friday nights and how much different Friday night can be on your body, not just like the intensity level, but on your body,
Yeah, absolutely.
Than Thursdays, I have a lot of history with that on inter-squad scrimmages and stuff.
I don't know if they've got an indoor facility or what it is. I know Pilot Point works outside. It works outside from 3 to 6, so that helps them.
Condition for the heat. So 2nd and 9 here. 2 receivers left, 1 right, a fullback and a running back, and Plainview's letting the play clock run. Not in any hurry, taking the snap, dive play.
There it is.
And there's some space, but they're going to get about 4 yards on the play, so we're going to be looking at a 3rd and 5. They didn't look to be in any major hurry to get that snap off. I don't know if that was by design. It's not like the quarterback can be trying to read much on a simple dive play. But right at the 50-yard line, 3rd and 5. Bearcats' first 3rd down. The defense is going to have to face this half. Hopefully they can come through here with a big play and get the ball back and try to add one more score on the board before we get into the fourth quarter. The play's been called. They're gonna need to hurry the line. We got 6 seconds on the play clock. We may be looking at a Plainview timeout, 2, 1, and we're gonna have a penalty, 5-yard delay of game on Plainview. So from what's gonna take you from a 3rd and 5, we're gonna go to a 3rd and 10. That's the whole. Plainview's doing it the old school style where they're sending in a runner from the sideline. If you get that runner sent in late, well, you're late to the line of scrimmage, you're late to snap the ball. So here they go. They're just going to line up and call the run with the play that was called. 3rd and 10, 2 receivers right, 1 left, an H-back, and a running back behind the quarterback. There seems to be some confusion. 9 seconds remain left in the play clock. They finally get it set up, and they are going to run a dive. The quarterback's going to pull it and keep it.
Kept it.
And he bounces to the outside,
nice
and he's going to
here.
get the first down and more. 3 Bearcats riding the quarterback down, but not until he gained 25 yards on that 3rd and 10. That's going to be a first down for the Plainview Indians at the 30-yard line. So simple dive action. The quarterback pulls it out of the pocket, gets around the corner, and there you go.
Yeah, and I got to give credit to 19, Reese Taylor. He's been playing both ways, and he doesn't seem to have been suffering from cramps. And I think he's a junior. He's a little bit more experienced, but he showed good burst right there when he kept that.
Yeah, he did. He was able to get the edge there, and it took 3 or 4 Bearcats to finally ride him on it down. But here we go again. 8 seconds and counting on the play clock, breaking the huddle. They're going to have to sprint out. 5, 4. I think they're going to get this one off. They do snap the ball, dive play, and the quarterback didn't really have any option there. Pilot Point defense was eating him up as he was. Can't tell if he was going to pull it or give it, but the defense just tackled the running back and the quarterback at the same time.
Yeah, the hole just collapsed. There was nothing there.
2-yard loss on the game, so we're going to go 2nd and 12 with the ball at the Bearcat 32-yard line.
Bearcats send big number 70, Ryne in from the sideline here.
Number 55, Eddie Gaetan, getting a bit of a breather. Got to cycle in the hogs in this heat, though. I do
That's
know
right.
that. For those hogs that are playing both ways, you got to get some of those guys some breaks.
55 deserves a break. He was in on that last tackle.
Here we go. 2 receivers right, 1 left, running back with the quarterback. 19 takes the snap, hands the ball, simple dive up the middle, and luckily we had number 21 there. No, I'm not sure who was on the tackle, but he was tackled by the jersey. Number 14, Trent Trubenbach made the tackle there. He grabbed onto the back of the jersey, was able to drag him down. We're going to have a 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8 on the play. So we have both Troy Tencher and Aiden Cox getting a break on this play. I'm coming off number 10 for Plainview is bringing the play into the huddle. So once again, they're going to be a little late out of the huddle. They're at 12, and they're just going to break it. 3rd and 8, 30 minutes and 12 and counting left in the 3rd quarter. So we got 2 receivers right, 1 left in a pistol formation. Quarterback takes a snap, fakes a dive, keeps it, comes around the right edge, spins
nice
out
spin
of
move.
tackle, another spin move. He's going to get to the line to gain. It looks like +1. It's going to be another first down there. He needed 8. Looked like he got 9. Couple of good spin moves.
Yeah,
got
he
the first down.
hit that O button on the PlayStation a couple times, didn't he?
Yep. The first one was real effective. The second one, he just kind of helped him fall for the first down. But nonetheless, it is a first down at the Pilot Point 20-yard line. So this is good for the Bearcats. They're up 28-0, but they're still going to be challenged on defense. That's good.
Yeah, and this drive's going to take a while because, like you said, they're not going no huddle for sure. The way they're cramping up and their conditioning, they're taking all the time they can off the clock.
So traditional shotgun formation, 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Takes a snap, looking left. There's a penalty. I don't know. Could have been a hold there.
Right there.
Quarterback pressure, throws it out of bounds, and a little extracurricular there. Pilot Point guy didn't bring the quarterback down, but the quarterback didn't like being touched.
Another receiver down.
Looks like we have a Plainview receiver down at the 5-yard line cramping. Busy night for the trainers. It's going to be a long bus ride home for these guys. That looks like it's number 10.
Yeah, he's
up.
still waving off the help. He's trying to fight through it.
So I'm going to see what the penalty was. It was it must have been an encroachment on the Bearcats. 5-yard penalty, 1st and 5 from the 15-yard line for Plainview.
It sure looked like the running back held on that play, didn't it?
Yeah, well, one of the offensive linemen got reverse pancaked, and he brought his defender down with him. It looked pretty clear like it might be a hold. It was a decent tackle nonetheless by the guy. So 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in counting in the 2nd quarter. 1st and 5 from the 15-yard line for the. Didn't see that we went off the air there. Still having some technical difficulties, but we're back. So we're faced Pilot Point Bearcat. We have an uppercut granite timeout for the Bearcats here. Defense saw something they didn't like. They wanted to get a timeout in before the play, but
Plainview's driving. It's kind of methodical, but they're driving.
They are driving. Aided by a couple big 3rd down runs by number 19.
Yeah, he's the only one that's really looked game ready and fresh here in the 2nd half. He showed nice burst, nice elusiveness. He's doing a good job for Plainview in his first action at quarterback, filling in for the incumbent.
Yeah, number 19 seems like a pretty tough kid.
Yeah, he does.
So
it's Reese Taylor. He was one of those players to watch.
So here we go. Indians coming out after a Pilot Point timeout. They have 1st and 5 from the 15. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Quarterback takes a snap, fakes dive. He's going to keep it up the middle with not a whole lot of room, but he does get 3 yards on the play. Kind of had to slow play the run. There wasn't a whole lot of room, but he did gain some yards. So we're going to have 2nd and 2. Tackle made by number 5, Jay Cox there. 2nd and 2 from the 12-yard line for the Indians. Well, at least good news for everybody. This is going to take some time off. This whole drive's taking some time off the clock, so make up for some of these injury timeouts that we've had to make. So here we go. Coming out shotgun formation, 2nd and 2. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Motion from the right to left, number 10. It's going to be that's a decoy. They're going to hand it out. Dive, number 12 up the middle. Number 12 is going to get about 4 yards and another first down deep inside the Point Bank red zone. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Indians.
Yeah, 12's been running hard for them for Plainview as well.
Oh boy.
Another cramp.
Jeez Louise.
Welcome to Texas, boys.
Yeah. This reminds me of a Pee Wee football game once I played against Aubrey. We were in the 5th grade, man. It seemed like every single play. Every play.
Aubrey was cramping up?
Yeah. Here we go. He's up. He's getting off the field. He's walking. He's making it off the field. This is just going to be a long night for a lot of these kids. I hope that after the game they They definitely need to maybe stop at Bearcat Nutrition Den. Maybe those guys can open and
absolutely
provide them some fluids,
some
hydration. Because man,
they're going to need it.
They are going to need it. From here to Ardmore, it's probably a hour drive from here to Ardmore.
Hour and a half, maybe.
Hour and a half. So it's got a long ride on a bus when everybody's cramping up.
Yeah, it's pretty up there. I took my kids up to Lake Murray up there a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's not as hot, apparently, not as humid.
It must not be. Well, their indoor facilities must be nice.
Yeah, I guess so.
Here we go. First and goal in the Point Bank red zone from the 8-yard line. Indians are going to, this is their base formation, basically a pistol formation, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Takes a snap, counter action. The quarterback's going to keep it, roll it out. Bearcat defense is ready for it, and they hold them to maybe a 1-yard gain around the right side. Could be counter action there with the H-back, the modern-day fullback, pulling from the left side to the right side there. But the quarterback kept it, and kind of blocker was non-factor. He ran outside of his blocks, gained a couple yards. We're going to have second goal from the 6.
Ball on the 6-yard line.
So here we go. We're bringing in the play from the sideline here. They're still huddled up. 10 seconds and counting on the play clock. They better hurry. Busting the huddle, getting the line. This is last time they had to run this quick. It was a big loss. So here we go. 3 seconds on the play clock. They're ready. They take the snap. They're looking to throw a fade to the right end zone.
Oh, nice
Number
pass.
10 goes up for a touchdown. Aston Kirby, good coverage on the play.
Yeah,
but I mean that is their play.
Really.
Yeah,
that kid's 6'2". He went up and got it.
Good throw, jump ball. Aston Kirby couldn't ask for anything more. He was in perfect coverage. He had his hands on him, hands up. But in a one-on-one situation like that, if the ball's thrown well, it's just going to be hard for our guy to win that.
Yeah, Reese Taylor, 19, he put that in the perfect spot.
Sure, we go. Nick's Italian point after attempt. Number 10, he's everything. He's the punter. He's the kickoff guy. He's the field goal kicker. He's the touchdown scorer. They can't seem to get figured out who's supposed to line up to protect, but here they are. They're set. Snap, kick. Blocked!
Oh, got it blocked.
Blocked, and they're going to pick it up.
Let's
take
go.
it back for 2.
Return it all the way.
He's going to take it all the way. Looks like that might be one of the Cox brothers. So when you see a guy running on and off the field like that, on a protection like that, kind of as a telltale, they don't have something figured out.
Right.
And then I was kind of hoping that we would rush the kick, and we did, and boom, hit our guy right in the belly, took a favorable bounce, picks it up, carries it all the way in. So a Laura Bradley scoreboard check with 32 seconds left in the third quarter. It's your Pilot Point Bearcats 30, the Plainview Indians 6. So that Chandler Cabinet scoring drive was a 10-play, 55 yards, and took 6 minutes off the clock. So at this point in the game, that's what I like to see, a long 6-minute drive there.
Absolutely.
Punctuated by a 6-yard touchdown, and that is your Chandler Cabinet scoring drive summary. So, man, here late in the third quarter, we're going to get a couple plays before the quarter ends and head into the fourth quarter with a pretty favorable lead. Your defense finally breaks, allows a touchdown. Your special teams comes through and get you two of those points back. That's great.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem like Plainview has the ability to go fast. So,
well, their only big play option is a fade route to number 10.
Yeah.
But it's much easier to throw the fade from the 6 where you're not trying to hit a guy on a go route, and then he has to, basically from the snap the ball, number 10 was just kind of jogging, getting the opportunity to. It's a lot easier to make that. It was not an easy throw. Not taking anything away from number 19. It was a beautiful throw, but it's easier to do that in a position like that.
Sure.
Plainview, they're looking like they originally looked like they were going to onside kick it, but now they're lined up. It looks like they're going to kick deep. Number 10 lines up. He does kick it deep, and we're going to let it bounce, and it bounces out of bounds. So we're going to get a penalty. That's an advanced care penalty, and that was what should have happened.
Yeah,
on
learned
the
our
opening
lesson
kickoff.
from the opening kickoff, didn't we?
Yep. So it's good to see that, hey, we've made some mistakes, but it looks like we're learning from them.
Corrected it.
Southern Junkie kickoff goes out of bounds and leads us into an advanced care penalty there. So instead of Pop Point's going to get decent field position here. Probably going to get the ball at the 35-yard line, I believe. I'm not entirely sure on the high school rules, but maybe be setting up on the 30.
Looks like the 30.
Yep, the 30. Pop Point first and 10 on their own 30 here with 32 seconds left in the third quarter. What I'm hoping to see is a good run play and get us into the break is what I'm hoping to see.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we will run this and get to the fourth quarter. And Ish is in the backfield here.
So 1st and 10, we're going to hand the ball off to Ish Harris on the left side. He's got some holes up the middle, and he works his way, weaves his way through for about 7 yards on 1st and 10 for Ish Harris.
Nice big chunk on first down.
And they're waving the arms like I heard there was a flag. And here we go. Advanced Care Vet Hospital, you guys are getting your play tonight. That's another penalty, hold by the Bearcats, 10 yards, and just keep shooting ourselves in the foot on this. This is something we have to get fixed. Next week we're going to play a much bigger school in Fort Worth, Castleberry. They're not going to wear out at the rate that the Plainview is. We've got to get these penalties fixed.
Yeah, it's a good thing is it's early in the season. They got time to fix things like this, and it's gonna show this week in practice. I'm sure they're gonna harp home. We need to be more disciplined.
All right, guys, it is going to bring us to our quarter break, so we're going into the 4th quarter with your Bearcats up by a score of 30-6. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. Thanks for listening to Pilot Point Bearcat Football brought to you by Speed of Light Broadband.
2020 has been a roller coaster of a year, but there's one thing I know that brings Pilot Point together better than anything, and that's Bearcat football and high school sports. Hi, I'm Realtor Travis Eyert with Eyert Real Estate. My family has lived in Pilot Point for over 100 years, so we know the area and love the community. If you have any real estate needs, please contact me or find me on Facebook. I look forward to working with you. Go Bearcats!
Life beyond the big city requires a SIX+Mango equipment Frisco can-do attitude. Couple that along with a Kubota L-Series tractor, the #1 selling compact tractor in America, and you'll have the versatility and power to hook up to as many attachments needed to get the job done right. Stop by today or go to SIX+Mango.com, that's 6 spelled out, to see the full Kubota tractor line. Ask for Champ Walker. He'll be happy to help you with your next purchase. SIX+Mango Equipment and Kubota, they never miss an opportunity. For your equipment, call Champ Walker at 972-979-4261.
PELZEL Barbershop and Salon and Southern Junkies has been home of the Bearcats since 1973. Whether you are looking for a classic crew cut or the perfect game day outfit, we have you covered. We carry a few fan favorite brands including Hey Dude Shoes, Judy Blue Jeans, Z Supply Clothing, and Orleans Candle Company. Come check us out on the north side of the square in downtown Pilot Point or online at www.southernjunkies.com, and that is junkies with a Z. And don't forget, go Bearcats!
Connect your life to the world with Speed of Light Broadband. In the age of information, the internet is no longer a convenience or luxury. It is an essential element of the human experience. The internet has changed the way we think about and interact with the world. At Speed of Light Broadband, we unite communities to this universe of information through fixed, high-speed wireless broadband connections. Speed of Light Broadband's internet service is faster and more reliable than DSL or satellite connections. Speed of Light Broadband. We bring your home and your community into the digital future.
For 25 years, Gary and Tammy Rock, owners of Twin Cities South Trailer Sales, have been providing the equestrian community with high-quality products and services. As the nation's largest volume dealer for Sundowner and Featherlight trailers, Twin Cities South Trailer Sales supports the horse show world by providing award trailers to the APHC and NRHA. So if you're looking for a trailer, whether it's hauling your champion to the next horse show, hauling cattle to the sale, your prize vintage car to the car show, or just about anything you need to move, then give us a call or stop in our store located in Pilot Point, Texas.
If you needed brain surgery, would you hire a part-time brain surgeon? No, you would not. The same philosophy holds true when hiring a realtor. Trent Trubenbach with Scribner Real Estate is a full-time realtor. Trent will treat your real estate transaction as it should be. The most important financial decision your family has ever made. Don't settle for a part-time realtor to do a full-time job. Call Trent Trubenbach with Scribner Real Estate today and hire a full-time real estate professional. That's Trent Trubenbach with Scribner Real Estate at 469-583-5072. Trent Trubenbach, the full-time realtor.
I'm Cindy Franco, a student trainer for the Bearcats, and you're listening to Bearcat Football on PilotPointBearcats.com.
All right, we're back. Sorry, guys. On that play was a play action right, rollout left, where we hit Troy Tincher down the sideline, and he makes the catch and turns it up. He's going to get a first down, but it's looking like we have an illegal man downfield on Pilot Point. Advanced care penalty. So that play, like I said, was a play action to the right. Max Holler rolls out left. He was immediately pressured, but he hit Troy Tincher, but all for naught.
And Cade Carter had a nice little seal block here on the outside.
Hate to see when teams work together like that. Everybody's blocking, everybody's doing their thing.
And then he's called back.
It's going to be a second down. About second down 17 for the Bearcats.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 8 for the Bearcats. Trips left. No receiver up to the top side of the screen. Max Haller's rolling right. He has Jay Cox open in the flat. Jay Cox going to have to run over. Got to get the first down. And it's going to be close to where they set him out of bounds. With that spot, that's going to be an Irish Real Estate first down.
All right, guys, we're back, and PowerPoint's got the ball 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. And Max Haller takes the snap. It's going to be a quarterback draw, and he's immediately pressured, but he spins away, and he's going to get about 2 yards on the play.
Second effort there. Just to make it a positive gain of 2 yards.
On the tackle for the Indians, number 31, Dax Price. It's going to be 2nd down and 8.
All right, guys, we got 2nd down and 8 for the Bearcats here. And we're looking up 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right, one quarterback, 1 running back here. Max Haller back to pass. He's got some time. Steps up in a good pocket. Maneuvers. He throws the ball deep. Double coverage. Oh, man. Stopped running on the receiver. Stopped running. Stopped the route. The ball was thrown a little bit over him, and that's going to be an incompletion. It was double coverage there, so gutsy throw there. But, all right, so it's going to be 3rd and 8 here for the Bearcats. See what we can get done here on 3rd and 8. Looking to the sideline for the calls. Oh, man, number 4, Cade Carter coming off. And we got trips right, 1 receiver to the left. Max Haller takes the snap, hands it off up the middle, immediately contacted Dorian Soroka, but he doesn't go down immediately. But it takes a host of Indians to bring him down, and it is going to be about a 1-yard gain, which is going to leave us a 4th and 7, and I'm sure that's going to lead to a Pilot Point punt. So the 4th quarter is brought to you by the Peacock family. The Peacock family have been supporters of Bearcat Athletics in the schools for as long as I've been in Pilot Point, and they have sponsored this here 4th quarter for us, so thanks to Curtis and Holly and the entire Peacock family, and obviously our Kyle Peacock, our offensive coordinator. So thanks to all of them. Pilot Point is set up to punt. Jay Cox is back, ready to receive it. And we have a good snap. He's caught it. He's kicked it. It's a good kick. It's aiming out of bounds. It's going to go out of bounds. So I don't know how good of a punt it's ultimately going to be from the 45 to the 30 maybe. So that's going to be 25 yards.
You didn't have
So we got it.
You didn't really have the directional punt there.
Directionally punted. It's about 30-yard punt. John's right there. They didn't have anybody back to return it, so very well could have just kicked it straight down the middle and let it roll. But, that's something maybe we can notice later on in the season if you watch some film on something like that, see that's happening.
I'm sure he was expecting Tim to be back there to return it. He just following the game plan going into it.
Laura Bradley scoreboard clock, 8:52 left in the 4th quarter. Pilot Point 30, Plainview 6. Pilot Point's defense is back on the field, and the last drive at Plainview, old school football, just tried to pound the rock, and ultimately ended with the fade route touchdown, but took 6 minutes off the clock. So
expect much the same right here.
You don't want to let up a score, but if you do, make them take 6 minutes.
Oh yeah.
So Plainview back to takes the snap, dive play right at the middle. Oh man, number 1, what a tackle there by Aiden Cox. One of those situations where we pushed the offensive line back into the running back, couldn't get our hands on him. Aiden Cox on the next play.
Hunter Young, number 1.
Lowered his pad level. 12's a pretty short running back.
No gain.
Bounce it back this way. Aiden Cox made a nice little tackle, getting lower than the running back there.
Yeah. So here we go. We got 2nd and 10. That was a no gain on 1st down. So Plainview's taking their time, which is what I'm happy about it right now. But they're about to break the huddle. They're 9 on the play clock before they're breaking the huddle. Now rushing the line. Trips left, 1 receiver right, 4 on the play clock. Looks like they're going to get the snap off. They do. It's a rollout left. He's looking to throw the ball. He does throw it to number 31 with the catch, and it's only going to be for about 6 yards. So, 3rd and 4, big 3rd down opportunity here.
Right. On the tackle, number 15.
Yeah, that's a big play.
For the Bearcats.
See if they continue.
It's going to be a 3rd down
some clock.
And a long 4.
Have to punt here. This is going to be This is going to be an interesting play. Once again, I would expect him to do a 10.
Well, that's a big play guy, or 10, or one of those quarterback keeps where he keeps around the edge.
Running hard, so it might fake it, keep it.
All right, so we have two receivers right, one left. Maybe get the motion. Here we go, fake. Oh, a little confusion on the handoff, but number 19 ultimately keeps it, and he's going to outrun all the Bearcats, it looks like, for a touchdown.
Unless he cramps up.
Yeah, oh, okay, one last final attempt to get him. So we talked about it before the drive. You don't want to allow any points, but if you do, make it a 6-minute drive. And that was the opposite of that. That was a 3-play. Yeah, quick hitter. Now, it's unlikely they're going to make the comeback, but if they're going to, they need quick scores like that. So,
I think the confusion in the backfield on the kind of option read,
exchange, yeah,
it really helped him to freeze the defense. And
defense might have been trying to tackle the running back. It was a weird exchange there. Like, it wasn't quite clear on who was supposed to get the ball, but like you said, it ultimately worked out to the Indians' advantage, and so they got a touchdown. So it looks like what they want to do here, they're down 12, or they're down 18.
Now they're going to take it.
Or that's play game. Unless they call the timeout.
It's too late. He's sitting up for timeout.
Some confusion. Looks like they're going to give. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. Referees, early season, I guess there's no preseason games for these guys.
That's right. They're getting paid by the flag. They're making this money tonight.
Yeah, that ain't the truth. The coach is saying that the play clock should have been reset, but I think the play clock was reset. But the referees are going to discuss it, and it's just this Plainview times to catch their breath, you know. They're coming over to confer with Coach David here to give him the lowdown on what's going on. But, you know, 7:30 left in the fourth quarter, and I wouldn't quite call it a game yet, but it's you know, Pop Point's going to get the ball.
You got to give Plainview credit for trying to battle back into this thing, and despite some of the best guys, you know, over on the sideline, the cramps, they're still fighting.
That is true. So it looks like they are going to line up to go for 2 here. I don't know how much help 2 gives them, but they may be afraid to try to kick it after what happened last time. So it's going to be a rollout right, looking to throw the ball. He lets it go. And we might have a penalty, an advanced care penalty on interference in the end zone. It was an incomplete pass, but we were tugging on number 10 pretty good there. So they're probably going to get us on that, but, you know. We're going to go to the Chandler County scoring drive. We talked about a minute, 36 seconds, 3 plays, 70 yards. So that's not what you want to see when you have a lead like this and the team's trying to come back, especially a run. You know, quarterback run for 70 yards that punches it in. That was what, a 63. It looked like a 62, 63-yard touchdown run. So here we are, extra point attempt. Again, this is Nixon Italian point after attempt. This is going to be going for 2, it looks like. They're running the play in. Trying to make it a 30-14 game, which would make it a 16-point game, which I guess would be 2 possessions. Poplin's trying. They're going to double. It looks like they're going to double number 10 out there. Yeah. But they're going to run the ball right at the middle and walk right in. So that 2-point conversion is good. The 3-point conversion was just a simple quarterback dive right up the middle. Not much of a fake, not much, just a simple dive up the middle. So, here you go. You get the kick. You make sure you recover the Southern Junkie kickoff. And then you run some clock. You stay disciplined. Penalties are clock stoppers and they're drive killers, you know. So that's the only thing that's really stopped after the first couple drives of the game. It's really the only thing that stopped our offense is us.
Ourselves.
We have some district scores for the Travis Ivor Town scoreboard.
Yeah, we got the final. Whitesboro's in our district. Bells beat Whitesboro 20-6. Let's see what else here. course, we talked about Gunner's not exactly in our district, but they're number one team in the state, and they're rolling 48-7.
Ponder's in a good game with Valley View.
Ponder's in our district, and Valley View's up 34-33 with 10-33 left in the fourth quarter.
Paradise is going to be one Bridgeport.
Yeah, Paradise Panthers are 28-13 over Bridgeport. There's 5:24 left in the fourth quarter.
So here we are, 7:26 left in the fourth quarter. Pilot Point's got a 30-14 lead, and we're here to try to receive the kick. So look for some tricky here. Maybe I wouldn't expect him to kick it deep and out of bounds again. I'll tell you that.
No, I don't think so.
Southern Junkie kick off here. Number 10 again, and he is going to kick it deep down the middle. We're going to get a Trent Trubenbach realty return, and we do get it up past the 25 before a gang of Indians are going to, I think it's been unnecessary pretty quickly, pretty long after we're out of bounds, we get slammed down.
Yeah, I was expecting a whistle there.
Yeah, that kickoff return was brought to you by Trent Trubenbach Realty. And Pilot Point's going to get the ball first and 10 from about their own 22-yard line. That's a much better kick than what they've had the first two times.
Yeah, he put it in a good spot.
Oh, well, I was looking at where the referees are standing. The ball's going to be at the 27-yard line. So first and 10 from their own 27. Got 7:17 and counting. Just trying to get some yardage, get a few first downs, run the clock.
Absolutely. Get together a nice little drive right here.
Get this game home. So Pilot Point's on the sideline looking to get their offense together, and I don't know if they need to reset the play clock or what, but we're not even on the field on the play clock. Okay, they just reset it.
Play over here from the sideline.
They just reset it, so we're at 25 and 21 and counting. Offense is taking their field. Looks like we're going to have two receivers left. The Cox brothers, number 1, Aiden Cox, number 5, Jay Cox. In the backfield, we're going to have number 12, Max Holler, number 21, Ish Harris, and number 2, Troy Tincher. Then we have a receiver up on the far right side of the field. I can't quite get that wrong. Max Holler takes the snap. And he's going to throw a slant to Jay Cox, and it is caught. Interested to see that we threw the ball, but in the end of the day, it was a 1-yard gain on first down, 1.5 yards maybe. We're going to have second and that's a good spot. The chains aren't really where the referee is, so it's going to be 8. It's going to give him 2 yards to the play. So second and 8. Max Holler with Ish Harris behind him takes a snap, and this is going to be to run to the left side. Not much room. He has to get out of bounds. There's really nowhere to go. If he needed any yards, he had to bounce it. He did. He picked up some yards. We're going to be third manageable. But, unless we get the first down here, we really haven't done ourselves any favors on this drive. With the clock, that is.
No, it's key we get this third down right here.
Yeah, because the clock is stopped right now. So 3rd and 5.
It's a key third down.
I don't think we must not be too concerned about the clock. We threw the ball and we ran the ball out of bounds. So
we're running our offense.
Yep. You know how many times you see somebody go into a shell late in the game and it ends up costing them the game. Here we go. 3rd and 5. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Max Holler with Ish Harris next to him takes the ball, rolls out right. He's going to have on a stop route. Aiden Cox gets the catch for an Irish Real Estate first down.
Real nice use of his hands right there.
Yeah, great hands, great footwork there to make sure he was in bounds with the catch. Irish Real Estate first down, but we did immediately get out of bounds. That looked to be a comeback route right there on the Pilot Point sideline.
Yeah, it was. His momentum kind of just took him out of bounds, but way to secure that catch and move the chains.
1st and 10 from the Pilot Point 46-yard line. Max Holler under center. Takes the snap, simple dive play to Ish Harris. He breaks the tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and he loses his footing and looks like he lost a yard. He was basically going to be contacted immediately after handoff, but he was able to sidestep the defender. So negative side, we gained 0 yards. Positive side, the clock is running. So this next snap is going to take place with well under 6 minutes. I'm going to say under 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Coach Marsh is signaling in the play here.
Yep. Coach signaling in. Coach Marsh is wearing the orange, so he sticks out. We got 2 receivers right, 1 left. Shotgun formation. Ish Harris next to Max Holler. Catch. We're running a quick slant that goes through Aiden Cox's hands. I don't know. Poor timing.
Yeah, he's patting himself.
Yeah, I don't think he ran that route very hard. Yeah.
He wasn't expecting it.
Kind of came out of his break a bit lazy. The ball was coming hot. I think if he ran a sharper route, it would have. He might have, had a big gain there. He catches it and had a little bit of space between him and the corner.
Yeah, I thought Max put that in a good spot.
Well, here we go. 3rd and 11. You're kind of in a position where you need to throw the football and get a first down because you want to keep possession of it. So keep that clock running. Get the clock running and waste more time before you kick it. So we go, takes the snap, drops straight back, throws it over the middle, lofts it, and it's a tough catch. Good throw to Jay Cox. Two defenders were kind of bracketing him. Ball was thrown right where it needed to be thrown. Jay Cox makes a tough catch. Lots of concentration involved in that catch. Irish Real Estate, first down inside Indian territory.
Yeah, it was a great play call right there and great execution.
I like the trust that Max Holler had that Jay Cox was going to make the play. Because that wasn't an open receiver, right?
He fit it in a window right there for sure.
So Max Holler takes this snap and he's going to hand it off right. Ish Harris makes a man miss, and then he runs into some of his own linemen who were looking for somebody to block. But he does get 4 yards on the play, so it's going to be 2nd and 6 on the 26-yard line.
You were never looking for anybody to block when you were playing, were you?
Well, I had my moments, I guess. We had some teams that straight up ran from us. We played a game on this field against SNS where we ran a sweep to the right. All the linemen opened up to run right. All the defensive linemen opened up and ran the opposite way. And we had a 5-lineman convoy to the end zone. Nobody blocked anybody.
Don't see that very often.
Yeah, nobody blocked anybody. Max Holler takes a snap. Wasn't sure he was expecting it. There is a penalty marker on the play. It's going to be false start. I didn't really see the false start. The snap came before anybody was even ready. But nonetheless, false start on the Bearcats. So it's going to be goes from 2nd and 5 or 2nd and 6 to 3rd and 11 or 2nd and 11.
I heard Coach Felt was always in love with your footwork. Feel like a ballerina.
Yeah. I always really focused on my steps. Whether I was taking them or I wasn't taking them. I'm not going to get into that. But 2 receivers left, 1 right. Max Holler takes a snap. Play action, bootleg left. He had an open man, and he pump faked. He hesitated. Number 55 jumps on him.
That was Lane Johnson, who was cramped up earlier in the game.
Max Holler made a good throw to the referee, though. The referee wasn't quite ready for that one. But, it's going to be 3rd and long. But, hey, silver lining. Clock's running. Next snap's going to take place under 4 minutes to go. So, like to see both sides of the ball finish strong, but I think the Bearcats are going to bring this one home. Here we go about 3rd and about 19. Under center, Max Holler takes the snap, hands it to Ish Harris at the middle for a dive. There's a little bit of room, but he signed such a guy. Good tackle by the guy playing linebacker. 5-yard gain. We're going to have a 4th and 14, and I'm sure we're going to get a pilot point punt. Try to pin him deep.
Well, don't be too sure because it looks like the offense is staying out there.
We had a play where we would get in our regular formation and our quarterback would take an extra step back and catch a snap and kick it. It'd be perfect for a situation like this. But we're going to bring this clock. If I had to guess what's happening, we're going to bring the clock down to 1, call a timeout, and then decide what we're going to do. So we're about to get an uppercut granted timeout by the Pilot Point Bearcats here. Laura Bradley scoreboard check. It's going to be 3 minutes and 4 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Your Pilot Point Bearcats 30, Plainview Indians 14. Pilot Point looking at a 4th and 12, 4th and 13. Well, actually, I take that all back. Coach David's a little smarter than me. Coach David didn't want to waste a timeout and didn't like the punting situation, so we took a delay of game on purpose to give old Jay Cox a little bit more room to punt the football, or maybe Aiden Cox.
And they don't have anybody back to return.
Nobody back. Let's learn from what we did last time. Let's put it right down the middle. Take the snap, and it is Aiden Cox, and he's just going to kick it into the end zone. Touchback. So with 2 minutes, 58 seconds left in the 4th quarter, your Bearcats 30, Indians 14. Plainview's going to get the ball from the 20-yard line to start this next possession. It's kind of a give-up punt there, but let's once again let's make Plainview use some clock here. I'd like to see.
You want to see another big play.
I'd like to make somebody other than number 10 or 19 make it happen too.
You can bend but not break a little bit here.
Yeah. Well, here come number 10 and 19 on the field, ready to call the play. Plainview's breaking the huddle, coming to the line. We got 2 receivers to the left. In the slot, outside receiver is going to be number 10. So they may be trying to look at him on a go route. Who's up there? It looks like Ish Harris. So it's going to be 1-on-1 Ish versus number 10 for them.
He's giving a little bit more room now.
Yeah. So snap. That's exactly where they're looking.
Yeah.
Go route. Ish Harris on the coverage, and he's just they're gonna
look like he pushed off a little bit, but they're gonna let him play.
Yeah, it didn't look like Ish just playing the man. He's playing the man. He has good coverage on the man. He's got to find the ball there. He had plenty of time, but nonetheless, a completion, big play there, all the way up to the 39-yard line. I would look, Ish is doing a good job staying with the guy. The guy's not trying to run by him, but they're not really looking for the football. So they're going to switch number 10 sides. He's going to be down here. Trips right. Aston Kirby one-on-one. They were not set. They're not going to call a flag, but they're going to go another go route. And golly, another great catch.
Back shoulder.
Aston Kirby got his head back at the last second, but it was a back shoulder play, so another beautiful throw. And number 10 is tapping out.
He's trying to speed up here.
Number 10, he just made two big plays. He's over here tapping his helmet like he wants out. You're trying to make a comeback. But two big plays there, number 19, number 10. We got to do something. We're going to give him plenty of space here.
Switch formation again.
Yeah, he's going to trips left. Yeah, so look for a go route that way. They're going to roll out towards him. He's not even really running around. Number 10, quarterback keeps it, runs up the middle. And this is what I like to see. A couple Bearcats jump on the quarterback's back and hold him to a 3-yard gain. So clock's running under 2 minutes. We're going to get a Plainview Uppercut Granite timeout at the 2-minute mark. So at the 2-minute mark, Plainview's got the ball at the Pilot Point 36-yard line. The key to this drive has been pretty simple. Go route to number 10 on the left side. Go route to number 10 on the right side. That's been the drive pretty much.
Going to that big play guy. He's getting one out, though, for sure. He certainly didn't want the ball coming his way that last play.
Yeah, these quarterbacks are, and that's the thing we got to work on in practice. Is they're running, they're playing good cover.
Yeah, they're in good position.
They're just not looking for the ball.
Yeah, they got to get their head on the swivel a little bit, locate the ball, make a play. In great position.
Yeah, Aston turned his head there just as the last second just missed it.
Now you got to give the quarterback credit. He put it in the exact spot that he had to, though. On this near side, on Aston's side.
But that's not. He's a sophomore wide receiver. He's got a long ways to go, I know. But, man, it's just like you're trying to make a comeback. You just made two big plays. You get up for making your second coach, and you're tapping your helmet on the far sideline like, hey, come get me.
It's not exactly the right killer instinct, if you will.
I was playing defense as a sophomore. One of my times I got to play on the so it was varsity as a sophomore. I was playing, and we were playing both ways at the end of the game in cleanup duty. I looked at the sideline, tapped my shoulder on the helmet on defense, and I was politely let know by Coach Felt that wasn't an option.
Exactly.
Quarterback takes the snap, looks left, throwing it deep again. We have no! Ish Harris!
Hit him right in the chest.
They hit him right in the chest. Number 10 saw the ball and saw two defenders and decided that it wasn't worth his time to try to go get that one, so Ish Harris took that ball right in between the 2 and the 1. That would have been our first opportunity for a Twin City interception.
Yeah, Ish wishes he had that one back.
The Twin City trailer interception could have been had right there, but
yeah, had a lot of room to run if he would have picked that off.
I'll tell you, number 10 wasn't going to chase him down.
No.
We can tell you that for sure. But here we go. The 3rd and 7. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Number 10 on the right side of the ring, rolling out towards him. Some pressure. Looking. They're going to hit number 10, and he's just going to catch it and get out of bounds. I think he's got enough for the first down. Or it's going to be right at the marker. Depending on the spot, we're going to wait and see if it's going to be a first down or not, but it might be right on the marker. They're combined the games to the 32, and they're going to be right on the 32. We might see a measurement here. Oh, no, referees don't want to waste time with that. They're going to call it a first down.
They're going to give it to them.
Yeah, so here we go. 1st and 10, minute 48 from the Pilot Point 28. So number 10 is moseying his way out to the left side. He's going to be up against Ish Harris. Quarterback takes a snap, looking his way. He's pressured. The quarterback's hit. They actually run an in route. Wow. Some effort from number 10 there. He catches it on an in route, then makes a man miss. And he's slow to get up, but he's finally getting up. But, number 19 took a hit on that play from number 2, Troy Tencher, coming off the edge.
I think it was 15, Avery Smith on the tackle. Saved a touchdown there because he made a spin move and almost broke out of it.
Well, hey, if you're the quarterback was punished for making that throw. But here we are. Another first down from the 16-yard line. Oh my God, that is 10. Gosh, if only you could have seen that. Number 10 was 1 foot from the sideline, and he just straight fell down like somebody shot him. Speaking of, dove season's on Tuesday, so if you haven't got your hunting license yet, you might want to get to that. But that looks like what happened to him right there. It just dropped.
Reminiscent of LSU versus Texas. I wonder if did we not give them air conditioning at halftime? I mean, well, we're fighting through it, Ryne. We're not exactly in an air conditioned room here.
I promise you, this kid is in better shape than me, and I could go another few quarters. But we are in an unair conditioned box. And but we're fighting through it. We are fighting through it, and I am happy to be here. Minute 17 left in the fourth quarter. Score is your Pilot Point Bearcats 30. The Plainview Indians 14 with the Indians driving. Looks like the ball set on the 8-yard line. Or no, I'm sorry. That's the 13-yard line. First and 10 from the 13, and well, they don't have number. They're not gonna have number 10 on this play. Doesn't
look like it.
He's put in work, though. I'm kind of being hard.
Yes, he's a young kid. He's got a lot of room to grow.
He's very, very talented. These throws, these deep balls that he's catching are not wide open deep balls. No. He is not just outrunning kids.
He's making plays.
He is one-on-one and going to get the football. So I'm giving him a hard time, but he's a player.
If he can get his conditioning and desire in check, man, he's going to be a beast.
Yeah. So here we go. 2 receivers right, 1 left. And Plainview's got the ball on the left side, left hash.
It's like Blue Norman in the backfield, 22.
Takes a snap. Miscommunication. We're pressuring him. It's a throwback screen, and it was an underthrown football, but they didn't fool us there. We were in position. I'm not sure who was in coverage. Looked like number 12.
Linebacker.
Trent Trubenbach, who's the call was made for.
He didn't exactly have his head back, but he was in great position.
He saw it coming out of the backfield, so he was in position. But yeah, once again, that's something we might work on this week during DB practices. Is when you've got your hand on your man, locate the football, try to make a play. Because I think not counting the Ish Harris interception that hit him in the chest, but we've had a few opportunities to take the football.
Absolutely.
Here we go, left hash, 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left, 2nd and 10 from the 13. Back to pass, straight back, little pressure. He just heaves it deep to the end zone, 1-on-1, and number 30 push off from the receiver, but there was no call. The ball was thrown short.
Incomplete. Right there. Like you said, that offensive receiver pushed off a little bit, try to create a little bit of space, and Max still was able to knock that ball down.
Yep. So here we are, 3rd and 10 from the 13. Exactly 1 minute on the play clock. Plainview's getting their call. Quarterback he's had a great day, but he's exhausted playing both ways. Comes in, makes the call, break the huddle.
Let's have a stop right here. What do you say?
Yeah, let's be big. Let's pick one off. One of these. Well, not on this play because it's going to be run, and he's going to find no defenders around in the middle of the football field. That is a Plainview Indian touchdown with 54 seconds left in the quarter.
Gone to that option read off several times this half, and it's been successful.
Yeah, so here we are, man. They're going to go for 2 to make it a 1-possession game with 54 seconds. It's not what I thought we were going to be seeing. Pilot Point, you had 2.5 absolutely dominant quarters against a team who was doing a lot of cramps, and they fought their way back here. But here we go, pistol formation, 2 receivers left, 1 right, and they're just going to quarterback keeper. Quarterback makes a man miss. We've got him bottled up. He's not going to be able to get in. And the reason that is big is if he gets in, it becomes an 8.1 possession game. But now we have a 2-possession game because it's a 10-point game. So the Chandler Cabinet scoring drive for the Plainview Indians was 9 plays, 80 yards, 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
You got no choice but to go onside with the kick here.
The local scores are really?
Yeah,
Boyd,
sure.
64, Mineral Wells, 34. Valley View, 34, Ponder, 43.
Oh, that's this.
55, Richland 7. Bowie 35, Nocona.
Here we go. So we are at
Paradise 35. Bridgeport.
Hands team rate looks like, or what we should be doing.
Bells over at Whitesboro, 20-6.
Plainview's got 54 seconds left to make something happen.
34-0.
So here we go. Hands team on the field, and they're going to kick it deep. There's nobody there. We got to go get the ball.
Got to cover it.
We do cover it up. We get the ball, make a man miss. I was a bit.
Picked it up and not just dove on. Cured it there.
That was interesting because they decided to kick it deep to an area where nobody. And luckily, if they get the ball there.
Yeah, it's 20-yard line.
It's at the 20-yard line. That's a big.
Dangerous.
Yeah. But here we are. Pilot Point's going to get the ball. I think Plainview probably has, if not, I think at least 2 of their timeouts left. So I don't know if is an option yet. I think maybe a dive or 2 right up the middle just to get some yardage. But I honestly think if we took if they have 2 timeouts, we could take a couple of these and knee this one out.
Right.
50 seconds left on the clock. Laura Bradley scoreboard check. 50 seconds left on the clock.
I would expect us to hand it off.
Pilot Point, Plainview 20. Plainview's made a spirited comeback here in the fourth quarter. Early. It was impressive performance in the second half by Plainview. A lot better than I expected.
Yeah, and they had some guys step up. I think that they didn't expect to step up. They had, I think it was 12 in the backfield or 22. We are taking a knee.
Yeah, Pilot Point.
Yeah.
And I don't see a timeout coming from the Plainview sideline. And we should be calling it a day. So, good. Yeah, so Castleberry High School next week is coached by a former Pilot Point coach, Juan Silva. Was a coach here at Pilot Point when we won the state championship in 09. All right, Bearcat fans, welcome to the Twin City Trailers post-game show. We're not going to take up too much time here, but we're going to start with the Player of the Game award. And we took a vote, and it was unanimous. We thought Max Holler was going to get the nod for Player of the Game. What do you think?
Absolutely, it was Bearcats to the max. I thought he was on the money from the jump. He nice passes and connection with Jay Cox the entire game. Made some real nice plays defensively. Had a pass break up there in the end.
Yeah, Max Holler was an Iron Man today when it comes to conditioning.
Absolutely.
It's something that you brought up. His conditioning has to be through the roof. Let's go to some stats here. Max Holler through the air, 10 of 19 for 134 yards. I mean, we rolled out to throw the ball a lot. He was, a little better than 50%. It's going to improve as the year improves, but 134 yards, no interceptions is the biggest number that I like.
His accuracy was excellent. I thought there was a couple of drops. He put the ball in the right spot for the most part.
And unlike the Plainview side, we didn't get any interceptions, but there seemed to be plenty of opportunity. I can't think of but maybe one ball Max threw that could have been intercepted. So just careful with the football.
Yeah, we trusted him there on that last drive. We could have just gave it to Ish for 3 or 4 times in a row and got out of here. But they obviously trusted Max to put the ball in the air late in the game with a big lead. So that's a good sign.
Yes, okay. Also, on top of his 134 yards passing, he carried the ball 15 other times for 144 yards. Just 278 yards of total offense in his first start as a Pilot Point quarterback.
Yeah, and that one play, he scrambled to the far side and then came back and looked like I think you said he ran about 75 yards. That was game changer because that was a big, I think it was third eternity there. And he got it. It was great effort.
So other stats of note: Ish Harris 16 carries, 95 yards. Dorian Soroka 4 carries, 15 yards. Receiving wise, Aiden Cox 5 catches, 66 yards, including the touchdown. Soroka 2 catches, 8 yards. Aston Kirby catch 17 yards. And Jay Cox 2 catches for 33 yards. I am a bit surprised to see that he wasn't targeted more the passing game after the big scrimmage day. But it's nice to know. I was a little concerned after watching the scrimmage that you'd only have options would be limited, but it looked like we had a few kids that I didn't quite necessarily expect who had good games today.
Yeah, that's Soroka. Dorian Soroka, number 11, stepped up, and I think he became kind of one of our favorites there.
Yeah,
towards the end.
Tough runner. Who's our main running back. When he needed a break, Dorian would carry it tough, which we like to see. So, guys, it's broadcast number 1, Pilot Point 30, Plainview Indians 20. It's a Pilot Point starts off the season 1-0. And we're going to continue the Pilot Point broadcast brought to you by Speed Light Internet. Post-game show brought to you by Twin City Trailers. I want to give a thanks to you guys for listening. Point ISD, PilotPointBearcats.com, Chance Kirby and Travis Marsh for putting this together. Our statistician, Buzz Menard, sound engineer, Roger Marsh, our title sponsor, Speedlight Broadband, all the rest of our sponsors, and from Ryne, Menard, and John Little. It was a good time. Thanks for being with us. Thanks for bearing with all the difficulties we've had. We're going to get this cleaned up over time. But that's all we've got for you tonight. That'll be the night. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.